Friday. Now, we're live. It's Sunday, December 15th, and this is the correct live stream if you're watching. I'm going to immediately go check to see if we got connected to YouTube. If not, then we'll just try something else. We'll have to just do both monitors. Okay. Now we're back up and rolling. Sorry for all those notifications. So either way, we're here and we're going to try this again. So this is Sunday, December 15th. Let me try that again. YouTube is just not liking us tonight. Yep, still not. I'll just have to watch over on my phone. That's very frustrating. Like, the most frustrating thing that can happen. And it's always on Sundays. It happens to Brian sometimes when he's trying to do comic book shows. It's just like just on Sundays, sometimes YouTube doesn't connect. It's very bizarre. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's the Sunday YouTube blues. So, oh well. Let me get this shared over here. Group. Send a message. Bullion. Well, after I get it, I'll get my laptop open and I'll be able to watch over there pretty easily. Okay, so let me move some stuff around. Let me pull up YouTube until I get my laptop over here, because I got to have my other phone too to kind of watch for stuff. But first, let me find our stream. We got 3 live notifications went out. I'm sure people love that. And we're live. So I just can't see YouTube comments on Restream. I don't know what that is. Okay, well, I better get going because it's already 9:15, and basically my goal tonight was to offer some last-minute knife buying opportunities to try to get some stuff sold, because it's kind of the cutoff for shipping. It's pretty dang close, and what I was going to kind of say is if we do sell some knives tonight and you for sure are local and you need to pick them up, we can have them here as soon as Wednesday, of course, for available for pickup. And if you need shipping, you might want to let us know. That way we can immediately get rolling on that. But you're going to have to let us know ASAP, okay? Because by the time all this gets keyed in and invoice generated, and as always, there's no guarantee. But I figured especially for people maybe wanting to pick up, and for anybody just on a Sunday night wanting to join us, we're going to be showing a lot of different stuff. Now, I've got tons of stuff up here, of course. None of it's really unboxed. None of it's really ever been processed or gone through. And I just want everybody to know, watching over on YouTube, is you can't see. You're not going to be on Restream tonight. This is the 3rd time I've tried. Typically, second reboot, yes, but a 3rd time and no YouTube, that sucks. Let me update the title right quick on the screen. It is officially changed, and we should be good to go. Let me just get my board, and let's start going through knives on sale. And I found some stuff that had not been. Ever really gone through again. We're always finding case knives. It's pretty amazing, honestly. So with that being said, let me jump over here and I'm going to start showing some stuff, okay? I found 2 envelopes of canceled non-payment orders. So we got the hatchet brought down on somebody at some point, but this was a long time ago, I think. I think it's actually somebody bought some stuff and then ended up buying it in the store, and then they didn't need to pick up. So welcome YouTube, welcome Facebook. And if you are on YouTube, your comments are going to pop up on Restream, but I'll try. Take 3 is here. I got a lot of stuff. The first thing here is a Happy Halloween rust lock. And at this point, because this is, I think, from 2023, I'll take offers on it. It is $139.99, and that's a Happy Halloween rust lock, new in a 10, and that was a canceled order. I think what happened is that person was buying from us, and then we bought their collection. And then when we bought their collection, they had like 2 invoices here, and they was like, well, I'm not going to buy those because you just bought my collection, obviously. And we was like, okay, so we had a couple canceled orders here. Let me get my price gun because some of these case knives I'm going to be showing tonight have not been shown yet, and I need to show them and sticker them. That way we can put them out for sale here. Last couple weeks in the store, I'm going to try to let everybody know if you need a case knife for somebody, we can give you a hookup. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Going to be going through some stuff like that. Of course, I do have coins and other stuff of that nature. So here we go. I'm going to be watching both feeds, but there is that first item. And I think in here is some silver. Yeah, and it might be at some pretty good prices because this is from what? This is from November of last year. This has been laying around in the back for a long time. November of last year prices on silver. So let's see what's in here. Whatever's in here, I'll sell. But this is a long time ago. Sometimes envelopes, we find stuff. These are called warehouse finds, okay? So let's see. I know some of y'all are going to buy this. 1-year-old silver prices, I'm going to match them. So we have a Seated Liberty, vintage 1-ounce silver round, $35. A 1979 Liberty Lobby and a 1980 vintage Liberty Lobby. Those are $33 a piece. Those are $33 a piece. And then we have some more collectible silver. Aztec Calendar silver round. Aztec Calendar silver round, $33. And we have this Jolly Rogers pirate coin. Yep, and this one was $32. $32. So there's some cheap opportunities there. First opportunities of the night to buy some silver. And as soon as some of that starts selling, I'll have to clear off a space to start putting some of it because I've got stuff everywhere. Let me go ahead and lay down some Funkos back here for at least some stage presence, okay? At least some stage presence. Now, I know you're not going to be able to see the YouTube comments and the Facebook in order, but I'll try my best to let you know what's going on. And I'll try to keep up with who's first. I'll be trying to be watching my phone, but it's going to be really tough to say who's actually first on something. We'll just have to do luck of the draw, or I'll have to go back and forth and maybe try to give as balanced as possible, okay? So first thing I have was David Williams on 79. David Williams on the Liberty Lobby, the 1979 Liberty Lobby. So that was the first coin sold. And the 79 Liberty Lobby with the Washington. And that was $33, and that sold to David Williams. So, David, thank you. That sold you. You get the Liberty Lobby for $33. The next comment was Danny Thomason on the Pirate coin. This Pirate coin here is sold to Danny Thomason, and the price on the Pirate coin was $32. That sold to Danny Thomason for $32. This is probably the cheapest silver is going to be tonight just because it's from a non-payment. Blake, we've already sold the Pirate coin. So that leaves the the Seated Liberty and the Liberty Lobby. We'll just call those $33 a piece. $33 a piece. And then the Aztec Calendar. So that's 2 vintage silver rounds on the left, and then the Aztec Calendar. Yeah, and those are 33 and 33. So there's those, and those. And then there's a Halloween knife that didn't get payment, and there's those, okay? All right, so there's the first thing. And then I have another short but sweet non-payment order here. The first thing is $119.99. $119.99 on this. And this is part of a series, and we've had all of them at one time or another. This is a Fender silver guitar. It's a 1-ounce guitar-shaped coin, Jazzmaster, $119.99. Very cool. 1-ounce colorized. This is from another non-payment order that's been laying around the back. And that's a Fender silver, Jazzmaster 1-ounce silver guitar. And that's $119.99. And I think when the night I showed these, I had 5. We sold out, and I think at one time we might even had like, quote, a waiting list. Could not get any more. There's another one, $119.99. Oso, $33 on the silver. I'm assuming you'll want all three, but if you want to pick Oso, just let me know. Oso, just let me know. Next is a Nolan Ryan card, and this was $24.99. This was $24.99, and it's a 1983 Topps Nolan Ryan. This was a non-payment. 83 Topps Nolan Ryan, and this is $24.99. $24.99. Okay. Oso Adventure on the 3 silvers for $33 each. Those are sold to Oso Adventure. $33 each sold to Oso Adventure. Thank you, Oso. The Oso D. That Nolan Ryan card was in a non-payment, and then we had some uncirculated silver certificates here. We had two. Let's see what we had here. Let's see if I can translate what happened here. Silver certificates uncirculated. Let's see, 199, 01. Let's see here. J84. Okay. So these, they're not consecutive though. Okay. So these were part of a non-payment. 1957 uncirculated and silver certificates uncirculated 17. Okay, so all these sold for $17 a piece. These all sold for $17 a piece. First thing we have here is silver certificates. Yeah, so these are top notch, and this is 1957 silver certificate. P block, P156222920. So making sure none of them were consecutive, but they're not. There's two here in the J's that are close, but not really close at all. So these are $17, and that's what they last sold for. And there's the original stickies, okay? So that completes some non-payment orders. Halloween knife, the Fender Jazzmaster, the Nolan Ryan, and some silver certificates. Of course, y'all bought the bullion. Those were theft prices at $33 a piece. I'm surprised someone didn't say, Chad, thank you. I'll go ahead and take all of them immediately. But we eventually got them all sold. And let's see what else we have here. I'm going to start rolling with some case knives. And this is just from September. Yeah, and I think this is some more. Let me make sure this isn't. Let me see what I got here. Okay, boom, boom. And, of course, another Halloween knife. Yeah, so I'm trying to sell those. We auctioned some last week, which went okay. We probably took a loss, but we'll see what happens. Chad Williams, thank you. Chad, let me know if you want a certain one, if you want one, or if you want 4 of them. They're $17 each. That's what they last sold for. Here's another Halloween knife from 2022. That's a natural color wash orange with black trapper, and that's in a wood presentation box. That's $174.99. $174.99. And then I got a first couple on-sale knives, and before I go any further, with that, I'm going to have to grab probably a calculator, do some percentages, and I do have my phone here, but I'm going to have to get my laptop. So let's see what we have here. Before I do that, let me go do that. Yeah, it's going to be hard to calculate any further from there. So let me go grab a laptop. Let me go get a laptop. I'm going to have a laptop and a calculator. Well, when I get my laptop, I won't need a calculator. I can use my phone. I got to get on my phone anyway to be able to view stuff. Sorry, YouTube comments isn't coming on Restream. I tried for the 3rd time, but we're going to be going through. I also have some consignment bullion in for my friend in Murfreesboro. I rarely do anything consignment here. I'm actually my friend, cousin, Charles, who does comics. He's going to be the last consigner ever at Collectibles, honestly. He's moving his stuff out so we can close off the back part of the store. And essentially, I started this business as an antique mall. It's took me several years, and I have eventually have no consigners here, and we are 100% just Collectibles, and it's going to be the front part open, and then we're going to have about 6,000 square foot in the back for nothing but online operations. So that's coming very soon. We got to get all that set up. So let me close out many tabs I have open here. So I was buying comic books last night, stuff that I've wanted, stuff that I need, stuff that I don't need, but I'm going to tell myself I need it. All right. So let's jump back here. And here we go. All right, so let me pull back up the YouTube stream here. Nothing new over there. Let me find the feed over here. Let me search Collectibles, and we should be at the top here live. Okay, so now I can see YouTube. Let me go all chat, live chat. Yeah, live chat. I can see everything now. And let me, I'm going to have that feed, and now I'm going to need a calculator. Okay, and then the notes here are sold. The notes here are sold. Chad wants the 2 J's, okay? So 1717, sell these to Chad Williams, 17 and 17. So 2 very, very uncirculated silver certificates there, okay? Let me put those there. And I'm about to show the first knife. And let me do a little bit more organization and clean it up here. Sorry, I was in Nashville, well, Mount Juliet Christmas shopping. And if y'all are familiar with this area, Mount Juliet is just as busy as Nashville is. And then I got home and I was brutally exhausted because I typically rest on Sundays before I come here if I know I'm going to do a stream, but I decided to go out. And man, I was just beat because I really hadn't slept, and I took a 1-hour nap. So collectively, from last night to tonight, I probably have slept like 2.5 hours maybe. So I knew I wanted to come here and do this though. So let's see what the first knife here that's on sale. Doing some more discount Christmas stuff from old patterns and stuff from a year ago. $88.99 at 25% off. This knife will be $66. So as usual, if you see a knife you want, just let me know. Comment the price, $66. Here's the first one. It's the Candy Corn Rust Lock, $66. Perfect time. Like I said, we can get on the ball if we need to and try to get some of this stuff shipped to you immediately. If not, then you can come in and pick it up in the store. But you can't go wrong with a case knife. That's a Christmas present. It's an American brand. It goes good for anybody, male or female. A pocket knife, not a bad gift whatsoever. So Rust Lock is $66. Here's another one we have at 25% off. And this is going to be $54. And this is the Candy Corn Trapper. The Candy Corn Trapper at $54. These prices will be good. Live here tonight, all through the night. These are the discounted prices. Case leaves you a little bit margin to make money on knives, but being a dealer, when you start discounting stuff, it's almost like getting your money back. So just trying to clear out some of our old inventory before new stuff first year comes in. Some of the stuff I'm probably going to have to look up and determine the retail price, probably over here on the Case website, because there's some stuff that's not stickered and some stuff that's is. Here's one that's stickered, and I think we had some of these the other night. Let me make sure this one's not stickered. If not, I'll try to find I'll log into my Case dealer portal over here and try to get these marked for the first time they've ever even been stickered, and now I'm going to put them on sale because that's how much stuff we've had boxed up in the back. Here's more of these, though. We had these last time I did a sale, which I think was last week or 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago I did a sale. 2 weeks ago. Brian did a comic book sale last week. So here is $159.99. $159.99. This is brand new. And then 25% off of $160. We'll call this $120. $120. That's one of the double deckers, as I call them. There's 2 fixed blades in here. I can smell the fresh leather. Little knife there, and then the bigger holder, the bigger hunter up here at top. So those retail for $159.99. And now they're $120. That is a great price at the 25% off. 25% off. So that's what we call a double there. I call it a double decker. Case technically calls it a leather hunter folding set with sheaths, etc., etc. So some of this stuff I'm going to leave in presentation mode because I'm going to put them away and got to get them out here and displayed in the store. Okay. Looks like we got between Facebook and YouTube like 150 people watching right now, which is a big thank you to all of y'all, since I really told nobody we were going to be live tonight. Paul Brothers wants at least one of those. So let's sell one of these to Paul Brothers for $120. I just saw that came in on YouTube. Thank you, Paul Brothers. If anybody else wants one, I bet I can come up with another. Okay? First thing, let me grab my keys, and let's start getting some of our showcases open with more coins and other stuff. So let's see what I have here. All right, there's that case knife. Now I can show y'all what one looks like. And let's see what else I have up here. Tanner did mark some bullion, okay? So I do have some silver. I got some really cool stuff over here, stuff that we've never shown before, bullion, and I think we're about to have some quick fire, so hope everybody's ready for some of this. Some of this stuff I'm not too familiar with. I think they're commemoratives. I think they're U.S. commemoratives, and they're just loose. They're not in their holders, which means you're probably going to get silver at even a better price because you don't have all the premium of the package in the box. So before I do any of that, let me start stacking some silver over here. That sounds good, doesn't it? Who doesn't love stacking silver? Stacking silver or stacking silver? I think it's stacking silver, Chad, not silver. I don't know what silver is. I know what silver is. I'm holding some in my hand. So here we go. So basically, most of these prices are the same. If you're first, I'll try to figure out who got what. It's very complicated because the feeds are split. But let me go ahead and show some of this. Well, that was fast. Glad we caught that before we went any further. So let me go back to the top here. Sorry about that. So I was showing these here. Simpsons 45, Simpsons 42, Simpsons 45. Sorry, I lost sound there for a second. I got a new mic on. And then we have Season Greetings. That one's pretty cool. There's the Simpsons Season Greetings, Tuvalu 2022. More Simpsons bullion, 45, 42, 45, 42. And then here is something anime related. This looks like something Paul Brothers would be interested in. This is Chun-Li, $50. Not too familiar with some of this. It looks like something possibly anime. I'm not real sure. It says Capcom. Or is that something from a video game? Chun-Li, that one's $50. 1 ounce silver colorized. 1 ounce silver colorized. And the last one here, $45. Ryu. I'm trying to figure out which way Tanner has these. There we go. So I get them flipped up. That looks like Street Fighter, doesn't it? That looks like Street Fighter. 2022 Tuvalu Capcom Ryu. That's $45. All right. So yeah, there's Chun-Li, and there's Ryu. Those are from Street Fighter, possibly. Those are 50 and 45. Yep. And I see Paul was first on possibly those for 45 and 50. If that's right, just say sold, and I will sell you both of those, okay? So thank you and thank you. Let's get some more stuff out. Let me move some records off the table here. Let me move a couple of these LPs that didn't sell last night, and let me put these away. These no bids, higher end stuff. Everybody's like, what? Records? Records? You got records for sale tonight? Records? Records? Nope. Well, I do, but you'll tune back in tomorrow. I'll be here hot and heavy selling vinyl tomorrow. Oh, boy. It's amazing how I go from like taking a nap and then all of a sudden I'm right in the world of selling. Like, boom, I drive to the store. I'm only about 10 minutes away. I go live and we're here. So Paul gets both of those. Thank you, Paul Brothers. I have a goal in mind. Y'all know I judge how much we sell by how many tables I fill up. 2 weeks ago, we filled up 4 tables and we sold more in one night than we ever had before. If we had got a little bit more time to prepare, we probably could do that tonight, as much stuff as we have. But I told Tanner, I was like, if we can fill up 1 table, I'll be very happy, which is pretty much I have in mind how much of the dollar amount we will sell. Here's a quick bite now on a silver bar, $35. $35. Ampex, 1 ounce silver bar. On the back, it has kind of like an eagle and a shield. That's a buy it now for $35. Buy it now for $35. That's available. But y'all know me. I'm not going to miss a live stream, even if it does mean I'm going to be like on 2 hours sleep. You only get so many times a day. You only have like so many times a week time-wise to go live and sell. And if you're live and you're missing a time opportunity like right now, then I can't get that back. So I go live anytime I can, which is usually every night, 7 to whatever, because when the time is gone, can't get back. That time's gone. So let's see, bar. That sold to Danny Thomason for $35. Danny was first over on YouTube. That sold to Danny for $35. Thank you. All right, now I've got another stack of silver here. I don't know what some of this is, so I'm going to show it, and we'll see who gets it, okay? First thing I have here is it looks like what they call a hobo dollar. That is a Franklin half dollar, and someone has etched it and worked it to make Benjamin Franklin look like a skeleton. That's a legit Franklin half dollar. It's called hobo, or maybe sometimes even people call them trench art, based off what World War I soldiers did with stuff. But yeah, that's $28. It's essentially a half dollar that's been worked to make Franklin look like a skeleton. All right, now we're getting into some, these should be U.S. commemorative silvers, okay? And the first one is Thomas Edison, 2004. I'll try to flip up these flaps where y'all can see it a little bit better. There's Thomas Edison. That's 2004. And now these should be silver. They're not 1 ounce bullion. They're not 1 ounce bullion, but they are silver. They should be 90%. It should be the same weight of like a silver dollar, not bullion. So Daniel, let me know if you want a Thomas Edison or the Franklin half. You commented 28. Those were both 28. I know I showed them back to back there. Here is another commemorative. I'm trying to figure out how Tanner's got some of these stickies on here. It's tough to peel those off. They'll peel right off when I can get a hold of them. Here's another one. This one's $38. This is what? This is Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard. This is United States Women in Military Service Memorial. Women in Military Service Memorial. That is $38. So these are 1 ounce. You know, typically these things are like in cases and stuff like that. Daniel Cripps wants the hobo. Okay. First thing we have here is John Marshall, Chief Justice of the United States. That is another proof bullion commemorative. Y'all know we sell a lot of these after they're in the box and the paperwork. How much are they? They're $35, $45. These are just the loose coins. They are silver. That one's $28. John Marshall. Daniel Cripps does want the hobo coin for $28. Thank you. That's sold to Daniel Cripps for $28. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, and now we have some James Bond. Well, it looks like we have James Bond. We have one. Now these are 1 ounce bullion, 45, and then one colorized black with the barrel, and then we have 60 years of Bond. Those are all James Bond 1 ounce bullions, 45, 45, 45. John Marshall is $28. John Marshall is $28. Okay, so there is the first batch there. And next thing we have is a what? Let's see here. I have, okay. So let me grab this pile right here. Got a few sports cards Tanner marked. I'll go ahead and lay those back there just so everybody's interest will be piqued, right? Okay. Here we go. Weight and purity, I don't know, but if you give me like 2 or 3 minutes, I can find out. We have a 1992 Ultra Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. That is 92 Ultra, card number 328. That's a PSA Gem Mint 10. Shaq is $79.99. 2010 Upper Deck Albert Pujols rookie card, PSA Mint 9. That's $49.99. 87 Fleer Barry Bonds, PSA 8, Near Mint. Barry Bonds is $19.99. 2009 Upper Deck Stephen Curry. This is a PSA 9. That's $129.99. Stephen Curry rookie card. And then we have a Kobe Bryant rookie card. That's a 96 Upper Deck. That's a PSA 9. That's $59.99. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 87 Fleer sticker, $29.99. PSA 8. 89 Fleer sticker, Michael Jordan, $124.99. And 87 Fleer sticker, Magic Johnson is $34.99. $34.99. Let's see here. let's see here. Should be what year was this one? This is 2005. This should be, okay. That coin is 26 grams, 90%. They're the weight of a standard struck U.S. silver dollar, and they're 90%. Okay? So all these commemoratives are right at 26 grams. They have 0.77 content of silver, 90%. That's why it's $28 and not the price of a normal bullion coin. Okay, there's those. The knives, we have Candy Corn Trapper on sale, and we have Candy Corn Rustlock on sale. Candy Corn Rustlock was, I've already forgot. Candy Corn Rustlock, I think, was $66. Candy Corn Rustlock is $66 and $72.99 on the Trapper. $72.99 on the Trapper is $58. $58, that's an on sale price. $58.66 on the Rustlock, okay? There's some really cool cards. We're talking Kobe Bryant rookie cards, Stephen Curry rookie card, Albert Pujols, Shaq, some early Jordan stuff, Magic Johnson, 87 Fleer. Those are all available. Okay, I got another stack of silver there, but let me step over here. I'm going to be going through some case knives tonight, trying to show as many as possible. Going to try the ones that I hadn't shown tonight, okay? Going to try the ones that I haven't shown before. Because I don't want to go back through any a second time for those that watch every time I'm doing this, okay? Let me check YouTube over here, make sure I hadn't missed anything. And I have another stack of bullion here. But those cards are all available. I'm going to lay them right there. I'm sure we'll have to go through those again at some point because somebody's going to get on that hadn't been watching yet, and they're going to see them, and they're going to be curious what they are. Next thing I have here is more bullion. Surprised all this hadn't sold, honestly. And this is another one. This is a 2008. That's like an Eagle Liberty commemorative. That is $31. We have, this is $30. This is, which commemorative is this? These are all U.S. commemoratives, loose. Looks like a Civil War commemorative, 1995. I'm sure it is. Let's see here. In great deed, something abides. Joshua Chamberlain. Yeah, I think that's definitely, looks like Civil War soldiers. That one is $30. That's another U.S. commemorative. These are official U.S. minted coins. Here's another one for just $24. There's Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, 1 ounce, 90%. That's $24. There's Thomas Jefferson. Yep, there's the Thomas Jefferson. That one's $26. Also for $30, we have, that is the, that's the Congress. That's the statue that sits on top of the Capitol. Yeah, that's I think, bicentennial of the Congress. Yeah, bicentennial of the Congress. That one's $30. Also, we have Thomas Jefferson, architect of the democracy. There's a different Thomas Jefferson. That one's $28. The 88 Olympiad, that's $28. The Los Angeles 23rd Olympiad, that's $26. And a baseball, this is United States Olympic Baseball Commemorative, 1992. That's $30. So pretty much these right in here are all U.S. commemoratives that are 1 ounce, 90% silver. That's why they're in the $24 to $28, $30 range instead of the price for typical 1 ounce government issued bullion. All right. Now, it looks like we got 79 over here and we got 41 over on YouTube. So I have a question. Are y'all here just to see anything and everything? Do we have more people looking for maybe a discount on a case knife? Maybe flash some bullion? Maybe flash some more bullion, I should say. Do we have people looking for maybe case knives on sale? Some currency? I'll try to come up with what I can. It's all kind of boxed up here. I'm going to start going around and unlocking our showcases. I'm going to try my best to show knives that I have not shown yet, which the last few over the course of the, I guess we did a sale 2 weeks ago, and then before that it was another 2 weeks, just trying to show as much as we can. And then I have some consignment stuff over here, but my job is to find something you want to buy, okay? I still got these beautiful blue scroll knives over here, and we can get to some of that, it looks like. But first, let me unlock the showcase here. I'm going to start getting into some of these, because regardless, I got to put some of this stuff out. If it don't sell here, I'm going to put it out for sale later. Oh boy, Tanner put out a bunch of sports cards over here, and somebody came in and bought a bunch of them. I think somebody came in and bought all the Jordan stuff. Not surprised. Because there was 2 or 3 earlier Jordan cards here. I'm pretty sure we still got that rookie. Just waiting for somebody to pull the trigger on that one, huh? All right, let me get all these showcases open. Let's bring over a small, let's see here. Let's bring over one of these last Congresses I have. Let me bring this over. One of the last ones I have here. And then when I walk back over here, I'm going to look for y'all suggestions. And if there's not many, then I'll just show whatever I can get and bring to you. And then we'll go from there, okay? So, first thing we have is up here. Still had 2 Star Wars Chibis. What's the best you can do on both of those? I didn't say price on them. Yeah, those were left over, and then I put them back in the showcase without a price. That's on me, sorry. No horse blanket, Beetle statues, scrolled knives, Kareem, older knives. Julie said I sold 2 Saturday. That's Michael Jordan she's talking about. And then Oso wants the 2008, the 95, the MR, the J, the B Kong, the LA. And then all Olympic and both Jefferson, bullion and case knife discounts. Okay, so first over here on YouTube, Oso's first. Oso's first. He put 2008 and 95. 2008 and 95. Now, Oso, that was MRJ, B Kong, and LA. Okay, so what was the 2008 and 95? Let me know what those were. 2008 and 95. And then he put MR, okay. And then I know what BR Congress is. That's Bicentennial Congress for Oso. And then Los Angeles Olympics. I know that because he's in Los Angeles. Now, what was, the only thing I don't have then, Oso, is MR, J, and then you put 2008 and 95. I have the 95. Is that for the Civil War coin? And then let me figure out what the 2008 was. And then after you, John P7781 wants all Olympic and both Jeffersons. Okay, so let me make sure. I think the only Olympic he wanted was the Los Angeles John P7781. And then I see everybody's comments. Let me know. How much is the Kareem? He is $34.99. That is the 87 Fleer sticker PSA Near Mint 8, $34.99. And then we'll see what he wanted for sure there. So let me just keep all those in pending. And then let me go back through those. I don't have any horse blankets. Caleb, give me a second on the Chibis. And then scroll knives, I'll bring those over here. And he says the first 2 coins you showed, Mount Rushmore. Okay, so these here. Okay, so yeah, these, this, and 2008. Okay, so yeah, that was okay, so that one, and then excuse me. First of the 2 you showed, Mount Rushmore. Okay. So Jefferson and Civil War. Okay, I think I got you now. Now let me see. Let me see if I got that correctly. So I've got you down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got you down for the Bicentennial of the Congress. Bicentennial of the Congress for 30. The Los Angeles Olympics for 26. The Mount Rushmore for 24. The first Thomas Jefferson. Excuse me, this is James Madison. That's why I shouldn't have these covered up. James Madison. So let me scratch that one out of your pile. That means you may want Thomas Jefferson, which there's Thomas Jefferson. So I'll for sure give you that one, which is 28, and then the Civil War coin 30. So first thing is Civil War coin 30, Thomas Jefferson 28, Mount Rushmore 24, Los Angeles Olympics 26, and Bicentennial of Congress 30. If that's not right, let me know. Okay, then John P. for sure is going to be getting the other 2 Olympic coins. We'll put those in pending before I officially lay them on the table. Okay, here is our first case knife, or our next case knife. It is a Cayenne Bone Crandall Jig Small Congress. I don't think I've brought over the orange Congress since I've been discounting case knives. This is $89.99 at 25% off. That makes this knife $67. $67 on the 4-blade Congress Cayenne. It does have etch bolsters. I've got 4 of those. The price is $67, okay? I'm going to put those right back there. $67 on that. Now, the first thing is, let me try to get over here to the Star Wars Chibis. There's also other silver in that bin. I'll make sure I got Oso and then John P. 7781 correct. Now, John P., he got the Thomas Jefferson. I do got the James Madison steel for 26. Brent, the Civil War coin, already sold. Still got the James Bond. But Oso said yes, okay? So on my way over here, let me go ahead and stack these. So all these are sold to Oso Adventure. The ones that I just showed, I'll leave them all in the stack. And let me put those right there. Let me go grab the keys to this final and last showcase. One set of keys opens pretty much most of our showcases except for this one right over here that has almost like a key broken off in it. And we got to get that fixed so they're all universal. And every time I have to walk over here and grab this other set of keys. I think, right, Mom? Or is it on this keychain? Is it on this keychain now? It may be. I'm not for sure because I don't see it laying over here. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. This is the one I always have trouble with. And then I also found out this other showcase that I was trying to get these Star Wars toys out the other night to show to Oso. I found out those were, I found out where those keys were like as soon as the sale was over. So let's see if I can find these. My vote is just to leave them all unlocked. That's my vote. Just leave them all unlocked. Any theft will be reprimanded at the door before you leave. No, you gotta leave stuff like this locked up. Too many psychos out there. All right, here we go. Let me get some of this out because we do have the remaining Christmas silver as well. Okay. And let me grab what Christmas silver I have left, okay? Which it was, Tanner didn't like my price of $42 1/4, so he marked these $41.99, which is my last of the Christmas silver, so. Okay, let me get back over here in line now, figure out what happened. All right, so we have, so Los Angeles Olympic bullion case. I got Oso taken care of. And now we have these 2 Olympic and the James Madison are sold to John P. 7781 over on YouTube. Thank you. That took care of that run of bullion. I had a feeling most, if not all, that would sell. There's a few more still on the table here. So Christmas silver, I've got $41.99 for the 2 snowmen's. I've got Here Comes Santa Claus. Actually, they just say Merry Christmas. I've got 3 of those left. And then I have a gingerbread man and a snowman. So a 3rd snowman, 1 gingerbread man, and that. Tracy Songer, let me know which ones you want. So here's what's left. Oh, that was a great neck adjustment. I don't know if y'all heard that. The bullion that's left, none is left anymore for 26. The U.S. commemoratives, just the U.S. commemoratives that didn't get claimed, just the U.S. commemoratives that didn't get claimed were the following. John Marshall, $28. The Women of the U.S. Military Memorial, $38.99. The Eagle here, which I'm not for sure what commemorative this actually is. Maybe just, I'm not for sure. But that's $31. And then we have Thomas Edison for $28. That's what's left. Tracy wants Snow and Santa, 1 each. So a snowman and a Santa is sold to Tracy Songer for $41.99 and $41.99. Those are sold to Tracy Songer. Thank you and thank you. Those are gone and gone. Next thing I have is Brent wanting 1 of each. So we got Brent, and Brent. And there's 1 snowman and 1 Santa Claus left, David Williams. And I saw your question earlier, what's our hours? We open back up on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. My mom will be here. She's watching right now. and she clocks up about 3:45, 4 o'clock, and we'll open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to the public, essentially 10 to 4. Okay? Now, we have David Williams there. Danny Thomason wants Thomas Edison for $28. That is sold. And then over here on YouTube, John wants Eagle and Edison. So let's give the Eagle to John. Looks like Danny, I glanced down and it looks like he was just before you over there on Facebook. I'm trying to have to watch them at the same time. So let's give the Edison to Danny and the Eagle to John over on YouTube. There's three. The case knife I just laid down was this Congress. It's the 4-blade Cayenne. The 4-blade Cayenne, and it was $89.99, and the 25% off price on that made the Congress $67. $67. Boy, before we could get Congresses, that would have been a hot commodity. Now everybody's like, Congress. And then 5 more years, whenever they're been out of production for 5 more years, everybody's going to be like, man, I wish I would have bought those Congresses from Chad for $67 that are selling for $180 right now on eBay. So David Williams gets the snowman. Thank you, David. You get the snowman. There's 1 piece of Christmas silver left. 1 piece of Christmas silver. All right, now, Caleb, these Chibis, I think these are normally, what, $125? I had a to-do list to get some of these rolling. Marl, Chibi. Let me see. I'll get you the best price I can on them based on, so there's one right there for $79 plus shipping. 75, 75, and 75. So this is Darth Maul, 1 ounce Chibi, $75. There he is. And we have Obi-Wan Kenobi as well. So 1 ounce colorized, officially licensed, of course. So yeah, that would be. I think these were originally at $120. That's like the original retail price on these Chibis. I think they were $124.99. I had like, I don't know. We've had a lot of Darth Mauls just because it's Darth Maul. It's kind of like Darth Vader. Everybody wants the evil. The evil sells on Star Wars. Darth Vader, the dark side far outsells the Jedis. Well, he's kind of a Jedi too, but y'all know what I mean. I can't get that to lay back in there correctly. That's frustrating. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I have. And then this is Din Djarin from The Mandalorian. I cannot get this piece of felt to not roll up in there. See how frustrating that is? I'm just going to leave it like that, though. So you can't see it anyway. That's meant to be taken out. Okay, so there's that, and there's that. And that's kind of like a clearance price on eBay for that, because that's probably going to be where I list them if they don't sell here soon. Yeah, because they're currently selling for $85, $102, $75. That's about the going rate for them, it looks like. And the original retail price was $125. Where's my Mountain Dew at? Boy, I'm on the hard stuff tonight, everybody. Mountain Dew. Let me make sure nobody's commented on Facebook or YouTube. Don't me forget about y'all. All right, and we still got the Simpsons, James Bond, and 2 U.S. commemoratives and Christmas silver, okay? There we have it. Let me step back over here. I'm going to be walking back and forth. If I get my steps in during these sales, boy, y'all wear me out. I'm back and forth because everything's locked up and put away and stored away. I'm having to walk back, grab stuff. It's not as easy as the record sales. All right, here's some more silver. More commemoratives, $30. $30 National Community Service, 1996. Proof, $30. Here is a Geiger, a 20-gram Geiger bar. 20-gram Geiger bar, that's $35. Hey, another hobo coin. This time it's a Morgan silver dollar. That's really cool, $45. Another hobo coin. $45 on the Morgan. $64. Zeus, boy, that's pretty killer. Zeus is $64, 2022 value. Boy, look at that. Zeus. That is $64. That's a 2022 value. And we have Aphrodite. Looks like we got some Greek gods here. There's Aphrodite. He is 54, or or 40. She is 45, I should say. Take 50 for the trapper. I will sell this to Mr. Bob Riger. We got to sell some Caves knives. They shipped me an invoice, and they billed me for like $1,800 more of knives. And I emailed my dealer. I said, man, how much more stuff do I have ordered? I just paid y'all like $7,000, and it's stuff I hadn't even got yet. And he said, you got a bunch of stuff back ordered. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go live tonight and start selling some of this stuff. We have so much ordered with Case, and it's still coming in, and I hadn't even unboxed what we got here. And I was like, dang, Christmas is over. I mean, the Christmas shopping period is over for my live streams almost. So I got to get on the ball. Coke 1 ounce rounds, colorized, are $39. $39 on the Coke 1 ounce rounds. Greg Gentry gets the hobo for $45. The bar purity is $9,999,999. Geiger is some of the best silver manufactured. It's all silver, right? It's all straight from Earth, from Mother Earth. However, some of these places refine it to a higher purity, higher premium, I should say. Geiger is one of the top. Geiger is one of the top. Okay, let's jump back over here, and there was some silver I just threw down. Had some fixed blades here I hadn't got priced yet. Probably won't run too many auctions tonight. I don't have too much, unfortunately, set up for auction. Let me get back into some of the knives. Let me see what I have over here. First thing I have is Hobo, and Danny Thomason said take, and that was on the Geiger. That's sold. And then Paul Brothers wants 1 Coke for $39. So let's sell that and sell that. Thank you and thank you. Those are gone and gone. Those are sold and sold. And the next thing I have over here is, what do I have? Let's grab some more knives. Somebody asked for the scroll knives over here. And boy, these are beautiful. Let me grab the Trapper, because I think it's one of the nicest knives we've had come in a while. Let me grab that. And then also I'm over here. I'm going to grab some that maybe we're just down to one of, like this one, for example. So, all right. Getting my steps in. Here we go. All right, so first thing we have, large cents, Morgan's, wheat cents. I have 0. Well, at least that I don't know what my friend from Murfreesboro has sent me. All that's still boxed up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to even see what's in there. But right now, I have no large cents, no Morgans, and no wheat cents, to my knowledge. 1 piece of Christmas silver. There's a commemorative. I was in the middle of showing these. Coke. RK wants a Trapper 55. Maybe I can find another one. Greg Gentry said 60 for a Congress. Boy, I hate to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and sell you one. Sell that to Greg Gentry for $60. That is going to be an amazing price. That's getting closer to like 33 1/3% off. But that is sold to him for $60. If anybody else wants one, there's 3 left. And once again, you'll be saying, man, I wish I would have bought all those Congresses Chad had for $60 now that they're selling on eBay 7 years later for $195, just the ones like from 2004 used to be, and like they still are. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll go ahead and buy them. And then here is more, 55. I got a bunch of candy corn trappers. RK Tucker wants one. I've got a bunch, and I will sell these the same price like I sold Bob, $55. It's kind of like with new vinyl. Dang it, Chad, I wish I would have bought that limited edition music on vinyl pressing of Mudvayne for $54.99 that's selling on Discogs for $190 right now. And I'm like, yep, should have bought it when you seen it. All right, so here we go. And here is a candy corn trapper. That is sold for $55 to RK Tucker. RK Tucker, that is sold. And RK Tucker also wants a Congress for $60. So sell these to RK Tucker. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. So Blake got one. And then RK, you said you wanted a trapper. Hold on a minute. Not me. Greg Gentry. Blake Hall. Hold on a second. I misread some names. Blake Hall. Blake Hall got that last, or the first orange trapper. Blake Hall, $6. Where's RK Tucker? Okay, sorry. This is really confusing for me because I'm looking at two different screens. And then I see what's on my screen and I see what's actually in the chat. It's very confusing when I have a split like this. Blake Hall got a Congress for 60, okay? I'm about to show some blue scroll. And now we have RK getting a Trapper for 55 and a Congress for 60, okay? So those are sold to RK Tucker, 55 and 60. There's those are. I haven't had enough energy. Told y'all probably collectively since last night, like an hour and a half sleep. So I'm hitting the Diet Mountain Dew hard, really hard. And that counts to 45 minutes I slept after I got back from Christmas shopping. You can ask my mom. I was falling asleep in Academy. Is my mom still watching? She said, "What is wrong with you?" I was like standing up looking at stuff and I was falling asleep. Okay, here is the Congress. Here is the Congress. It's a 4-blade small Congress Cayenne. This is the vault pattern from last year, okay? It's the small Congress. It's the Cayenne orange. It is a 6468. By case standards, it's a 6468. It's a 4-blade. I've got 2 left, and they should be $90, and we should have sold out at the $90 price when I first unboxed them. Now, for some reason, I'm being an idiot, and I'm selling them for $60 right now. So, just to be honest, I asked for 50 on the Trapper. You did. I think I did say 50. I did say 50. The Trappers are supposed to be 50. Bob, thank you. If I mess up, correct me, okay? Bob Reiger, Trapper is $50. Trapper is $50. And then RK Tucker's is supposed to be $50 as well, okay? Sorry for the screw up. The last 2 Congresses are sold to Jeff H. and Danny Thomason. $60 and $60, okay? That's probably the last one. I have more Congresses, but that was your last opportunity to get one for 60, okay? They were already at 25% off. Blake convinced me to take less. Here is a beautiful knife. I think for this year, the nicest knife Case has manufactured. And this is a Image XX Ivy Mediterranean Blue Bone Smooth Trapper. 25% off makes it $75. We're sold out of the green from a few years ago. They did these in green. I still wish I had them in green because as soon as we sold out, guess what happened? Do you have any more of the green scroll? The green scroll. I said no. I said no. And now here's the blue scrolls. They're beautiful. They're on both sides too. They're very nice knife. Blue scroll. Those are $75. Those are 2-blade Trappers. They retail through Case at $100. 75 on those. Okay. Blake says, "You're welcome, guys." Yeah. I was already down, then, like I always say, I'm already down, then Blake took a sledgehammer to my knees. All right, I got some more Greek goddess coins, it looks like here. The next one is Hades. Hades is $40. We have Hera, or Hera, I think it's Hera, $48. Athena. These are really well made, by the way. They're 2 veloux, 1 ounce silver proofs. And the last one is Aries. Hey, I know who needs that. Aries is $50. So Aries, Athena, Hades, Hera, Aphrodite, and Zeus. Those are all pretty collectible 1 ounce bullion pieces there. If anybody does want a discount, let me know. Nobody on a blue scroll. Now, I have that in about 3 different other patterns. Here's one. I'm going to bring over some single shots. This is a Bone Stag Sow Belly. Bone Stag Sow Belly, $89.99 at 25% off. The Bone Stag Sow Belly is $67. Okay? $67. Bone Stag Sow Belly. The Candy Corn Cur Night Trapper is $50. Let me open up a new one. Just $50. Robert Philippi wants the Aries for $50. Thank you, Robert Philippi. I have several trappers. Now those I'll continue to show for 50 because I really stocked up on the candy corn. We've sold a bunch, but I have several still remaining. That's done very well for us. All right. And then he wants one. All right, I'll give you one that hadn't been unboxed yet. There's one for Chad Williams for 50. What sports cards? I'm about to show them one more time. Well, not one more time, but I'll show them again right quick. Sports cards. I've been getting some stuff ready to list. Let me check over here on this. I was negotiating with somebody. Let me make sure he hadn't. I was trying to sell a Towns Van Zandt autograph, and this guy was needing to know something immediately. Okay. No older case knives. No. Nothing vintage tonight. I have Magic Johnson Fleer, 87 Fleer Magic Johnson sticker. PSA near mint, $34.99. 89 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker, $124.99. PSA 9. Kareem, PSA 8, 87 Fleer sticker, $29. 96 Upper Deck Kobe Bryant, PSA 9, $59.99. 2009 Stephen Curry, PSA 9, $129.99. 87 Fleer Barry Bonds, $19.99. 2001 Albert Pujols, PSA 9, $49.99. 92 Ultra Shaquille O'Neal, PSA 10, $79.99. All right. So, the last 6 bullions I showed were these Greek gods. Zeus, Aphrodite, Hades, Hera, and Athena. 64, 45, 40, 48, and 46. I have a Towns Van Zandt autographed napkin. And did this guy buy it? I think he bought it. Nope. Okay, we're still going back and forth. I have a Towns Van Zandt autographed napkin. It's $1,400. Me and this guy is very close. It's $1,400. It's a signed Towns Van Zandt napkin. Okay? We're within $100 of each other right now, which I hope we'll strike a deal. It's a Towns Van Zandt autographed napkin. His signature is nearly impossible to obtain. That is a great opportunity for anybody. That is an extremely difficult signature to obtain. We sold 2 signed albums last year, and I greatly regret it because I think I undersold them by thousands. They're very difficult to obtain. If you find a Towns Van Zandt signed album, it's at least $5,000 in my opinion. Let's see here. What was the grade on the Magic? Magic is PSA near mint 8, $34.99. $34.99. All right, moving on. So there's some bullion. Let's start bringing out some more stuff. Thanks, everybody, for spending your Sunday night with us. I know I got a late start, but we've already sold quite a bit. Always worth it to go live on a Sunday night and try to sell some coins. We only get a few hours every week to do it, so I always try to take advantage. Just a few hours every week. Otherwise, time becomes a constraint with all the record sales we have to do to keep this business rolling. We got to keep Colecco rolling, so we got to do record sales. That puts a real short time constraint on how often we can sell knives and coins on here, so I try to make it worthwhile. If I'm available, I try to be here. Other Sunday nights, we also sell comics and other collectibles that Brian's going to start doing on a regular basis. We are actively searching for and looking for collections of all materials Okay? We're graphs. We're looking for posters. We're definitely looking for records. I'm trying to buy coins. I'm trying to buy currency. All that good stuff. We buy it. We sell it. We trade it. No, I don't like trading. I've never understood trading. I don't trade, but I will buy it from you, and then you can use that money to do whatever you want. I don't trade. I get that asked a lot. I got some stuff where you trade. Like, I don't understand that. I've never understood the concept of trading. I mean, I do. I understand the concept, but not when you're running a business. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you're a collector, it makes sense to trade if you're a collector to collector. But if you're running a business, trading just sometimes just don't, it's never worked out for me. I see people say, buy, sell, trade. I'm like, how often do you trade? So, okay. I'm going to show the rest of the Congresses now that y'all realize the deal with the vault on those. First thing is bundle on the rest of the Greek coins. All right, so we got 46, 40, 48, 45, and 64, okay? I will do on those, we have 64 and 45 and 40 and, whoops, and 48 and 46. So let's see here, Paul. Let me do some number 5. All right. So 243. Paul, I would do them for 225. 225. Sticker is 243. 225 on those, okay? 225. Take Magic and Cream if no qualifiers. No qualifiers on those. So Magic is sold and Kareem is sold. I've got more sports cards Tanner's marked. The 87 Fleer stickers are sold to John. No, those are to Jeff H over on YouTube. Jeff H over on YouTube. Jeff H over on YouTube. Thank you, Jeff H. Let's start a new row. Hey, we're officially starting a new row. I like that. My goal was to fill up a whole table tonight. I think we can. What time is it? 9:48. So let's go back up to the top here. Paul Brothers said sold. Thank you. So the bullion stack here sold for 225. 225. Danny, I'll give you a quick education on collectible silver. Once again, it has nothing to do with the silver price on some of these. It has nothing to do with that. Silver is just a starting point. It depends on the collectability, the mintage, and everything else. It'd be the same thing of going to a jewelry store and buying a ring and saying, why is this ring $900 when the silver is only $300? Or the gold in it's only worth $300. Well, somebody had to mine the gold. They had to ship the gold. They had to refine the gold. They had to make it into a ring. They had to market it and sell it. And you can't do that just getting it straight out of the ground. So if you're buying silver, I've always said, if you're buying silver at spot on this bullion stuff, you're doing great. Because look what it takes to get this made into a coin. You have to mine it. You have to refine it. This colorized stuff, you got to paint it. You got to license it. These licensed coins, you got to, this stuff that has Coca-Cola and Kiss on it, and you got to pay for all that. So to get it to the hands of a collector, you can't just get it straight out of the ground for silver bullion price. So in the new collectible stuff, you're never going to be able to buy it for spot. And if you are going to be able to buy it for spot, then it is a fantastic deal. So it's kind of like buying, like I said, you go to a jewelry store, you see a nice gold chain. If you put that on a scale and weigh it, you know, a nice gold chain right now in a jewelry store is what, $2,000 for like a men's rope? Okay. If you just weigh the gold in that, it's probably like $400 in gold. But somebody had to mine it, make it into a necklace and everything to get it there. So it's not always just the pure metal value in this stuff. Here is the other colorized Coke I have, which is $39. And so it's like I said, if you're ever getting 1 ounce bullion for melt, that's a great price. I mean, I've told people before, if you got it, call me because I'm interested, because it typically retail never sells for that. This is the colorized. I'm down to 2 of those. We sold one of these earlier, the bottle caps. There's the bottle caps. And there are the colorized 5 nickel front and back. Those are 39 and 39. And there's no sales tax in Tennessee. That's true. That helps a lot. And then here are the plain proof ones. Those are, I'll do those tonight for the 39. We'll do those for 37. Those are just standard 1 ounce proofs. 37 and then 39 for the colorized, which there should be marked higher than that, but I've kind of already reduced those. Those are the last of the Coca-Colas, I think. Okay, let me go ahead and try to show the rest of the case knives. I also use the same analogy for a car. It's like if you went to the dealership and tried to buy a new Chevrolet truck just for the cost of the metal, they would probably be like, do what? $89.99 on the Congress, 25% off, $67 on the Patriotic Swirl. $67 on the Patriotic Swirl. There's the third and next Congress. I have 3 of those. Now, the Swirl Kernite is kind of like random. It's a random mix. So all these will look different. There's that one. $67 for that one. $67 for that one. Okay. I hadn't shown these cards back here yet, but I'm about to. Paul Brothers wants a Coke proof, and so does Danny. Now, I have Danny was first over here on Facebook, it looks like. I have 3, so Danny, let me know if you want 1, 2, or 3. Paul, you're second. We'll see if he takes 1, 2, or 3. I'll go ahead and peel this price off since they're now $37. That's just the standard proof. Still got the colorized and the colorized for $39 and $39. Danny, you're first on that, okay? I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second. Do y'all ever watch that? These are sold for $37, $37, $37. Did y'all ever watch that show? My dad loved it when it was originally airing. Alaska, one of those shows about mining gold in Alaska. That was always amazing. But I watched them do that, and I was like, man, they're doing all that to get it straight out of the ground. And they would talk about selling it for, scrap price. Which I thought, I was like, man, that's incredible. They're having to go do they're out there in Alaska, literally risking their lives. And even after all that, the basic commodity price they get is just whatever the market is. I was like, that's a risky business. I would not do that. I'd rather do it here the way I'm doing it, after it's already out of the ground. I like this stuff after it's already out of the ground. I don't know if I'd want to be somewhere up in Alaska mining this stuff and then trying to refine it myself. I'd be like, whew, it's cold, deadly, just crazy. All right, here's 2 more coins. These have been here over a year. We'll do the Golden Eagle, which is a Malta, highly refined and detailed coin. That's been here since September of last year. $40 on that one. And then here is the 2022 Tiger from Australia. I'll do $38 on that one. $38 on the Tiger and $40 on the Golden Eagle. Okay? So there's 2 that just came out of the showcase. Here's another Case Congress. The next Case Congress is $76.99. $76.99, 25% off, $57. Wow, that might be the cheapest Congress I have. $57. That is the chestnut bone. That's $57, chestnut bone. The other 2 have been $67. Danny wants the Tiger for $38. The 2022 Year of the Tiger. It was Gold Rush. Yeah, Gold Rush. Yeah. Yeah, my dad loved that show. And I think that, of course, it was one of those reality things, but I think a lot of that was real. I mean, they're obviously out there really mining. I mean, they didn't... It wasn't like it was fake or anything. They were really out there in the elements, but I think some of it was obviously staged for TV, as most of that is. But some of it, I was like, man, these guys are they're really out there. They're definitely in Alaska. All right, let me grab this huge case knife over here I have. which I think is the nicest of the scroll. I said the scroll was the nicest that I think I have. And then this is the nicest of the scrolls. And at 25% off, it's going to be big savings. And now I'm about to get into some of my consignment boxes and see what Mr. John has sent me. I'm sure we're going to find some really cool bullion and stuff like that in there, okay? So first thing is John P. over on YouTube wants the eagle. That's sold to John P. Make sure he gets that for $40. Make sure he gets that for $40. And then we have Jeff H. on this Congress. And that's sold to Jeff H. That was my last one. That one was $57. Thank you, Jeff H. That one sold to you. All right, and then here's the last Congress before I show this scroll. Here's the last Congress I have, and it was a half Congress. It's $67.99, and then 25% off. It's $50. It's a two-blade. It's a half Congress, and that's carbon steel dark red bone. That's a two-blade Congress, a half Congress. That's $50 on the button. $50 on the button. So let me jump over here, and let's see what I have. Let me open up this first box. He did tell me he sent some bullion, so these are heavy boxes. Oh, nice. Proof sets. We love proof sets. Let's see what we have here. Y'all always love these. Are these silver or are these regular? Okay, those are silver. And then let's do, okay, there's some 60s. Those are prestige, all right? At least I know what I've got. Let me see what's in some of these boxes. Because, I mean, this guy, he has great stuff typically he sends us. And some of it's kind of boxed up. I really can't get to a lot of it right now, so. And then, what is this last? Let's see here. Let me open up this one as well. Well, this one's heavy. I'm trying to find some miscellaneous stuff before I get back over here to my own boxes. One of these should have the Christmas, or it did have the Christmas silver. We're down to one piece of Christmas silver, by the way. That'd be sweet if somebody bought that. Here we go. Oh yeah, I bet I'll find some cool stuff in here. This looks like miscellaneous. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for different kind of stuff we hadn't shown in a while. This looks like what I'm looking for. Maybe even some old coins. Box number 3, yeah, steel pennies, wheat pennies. I wonder if Warren's still watching. Proof sets, World Cup sets. Yep. All right, who was next? Let's see, 38. We've already done that one. This is sold to Jeff H. He gets the other Congress for $50. Thank you, Jeff H. That's sold to you for $50. Now, I don't know exactly what this is over here, but we're about to find out. And then here is this incredible scroll knife. $119.99 large folding hunter. And $119.99 at 25% off is $89. $89 on that. That is pretty sweet. Was $120, $89.99. We'll call it $89. And I'm going to leave that right there. So still got some pretty cool commemoratives there. 30, 38, 28. Still can't believe there's a John Marshall U.S. commemorative there for $28 on the table. Still got the James Bond coins, $45 each, or $42 if you take all three. And then I got the Simpsons coins, $45, $42, $45, $42. If you buy all the Simpsons, I'll do them for $42, $40, $42, $40 if you buy all four of them. So discount a few dollars off each coin on the Simpsons or James Bond. And I'll probably maybe consider something on those if anybody's interested, the commemoratives. All right, so let's see what we have here. I have, what is this? This looks pretty cool. It's slabbed, it's PCGS graded, and let me see what this is. This is, give me a second. So I'm going to have to decipher decipher some stuff here. All right, this is a $85 buy it now. This is an $85 buy it now. It's a 2009 S Lincoln Bicentennial PCGS Proof 69 Decam, the Legacy set. And that is $80. That is $80. Excuse me, $85. That is the Lincoln Bicentennial PCGS, quote, the Legacy set, which that's when they did the Lincoln Cents. And that's PCGS Proof 69. Pretty cool holder there. It's got like a quad holder, which has been graded by PCGS. 80 for the 2 candy corn on the table. Well, this, Chad, the Trapper was $72.99 originally. And then I took a further discount and did it for $50. This was originally $88.99. So approximately $160 was the original sticker. So definitely can't do half off on these. This was $66 after the discount. So we'll say $65 and $50. If I could do some simple math, $115. Yeah, and that's after, that'd probably average out to about a 30% discount on those. So yeah, I can't do 80. That would be half off sticker. This was $66 after a little over a 25% discount. This was already $57 after 25% off. Then I started selling them for $50. So we're getting way too cheap on those. At those kind of prices, I'm already probably breaking even. Case leaves you a small markup on those knives, and that's about it. At some of these prices already, it's like closeout. I can't really, at this point, I'm taking $15 and $20 bills and lighting them on fire. So I'm trying not to bleed too much. That's $85, by the way, if anybody wants them. But I have to have $115 for those. If you pass, that's okay. I might be better off if you didn't buy them for $115 than did. All right, these are pretty cool here. How many of these do I have? Yeah, so these are silver. These are, make sure this is what I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these are 82 Washington silver commemorative half dollars. These are $22 each. These are silver Washington commemorative half dollars. These are $22 each. They're proof. They're come in a box, and I've got 5 of them. They're $22 each. They're half dollar Washington proofs. Very, very cool. They come in airtight. Those are $22. That's what they look like. Those are $22 each. Come with a piece of paper here, a COA, 90% silver commemorative, 0.4019 Troy, in box. Those are $22. And I have 5. Now, if anybody's watching for the first time, we're doing coins and knives. The way to buy on here is you basically just say the price or help me identify what you're looking for. For example, if you want one of these, just comment $22, and then that reserves it for you. Otherwise, you can comment like Washington. $7 limit shipping. All this is billed separately. Anything you buy tonight will be a separate shipping charge based on anything else you bought Monday through Saturday for the record sale. This is all billed and shipped separately. $7, or you can pick up locally as soon as Wednesday. Chad said he will take both these for $115. All right, we'll make that $65 and make this one $50. Make the 2-blade Trapper $50 and the Rust Lock $65, and that will equal $115. Thank you. Sorry, some of this stuff, like I said, it's on sale. I sometimes don't like doing a percentage. I sometimes would rather show it. Yeah, these are $22. Sometimes I'd rather show it and then put it on sale or have y'all make an offer, because some people get on and they hear prices and I'm like, guys, these are already discounted. And then, of course, the natural negotiating and everybody, they'll want a further discount. And I'm like, oh boy, that's like a double discount. That's like discounting 25% and discounting another 25%. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do that, especially on this stuff I order from Case. As y'all can imagine, it's not like these things are free. I wish they were. If they were free, I would say I'll take every one of them. But You get what I'm saying? Thank you, Chad. Let me step over here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm going to try to grab, hopefully, a V8 out of the fridge over here. Ernest, I see your comment. But I am here to make deals. Y'all know me. I am a deal maker. I am a deal maker. I'm hoping I can make a deal on that Towns Van Zandt napkin. I would love to sell a napkin for $1,000. We'll see what happens, though. Okay. Here we have it. Can't give up a penny. No. Let's see here. Let's go back up the top here. First is what cards are out there. What is the 22 coin? 22 times 2. I said 114.99. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. All right, well, make one of those 1 penny less then. Okay, so first thing is Danny asked what these were. These are George Washington 90% silver commemorative half dollars. 0.4 Troy 90%. Danny, there's 5 available. Let me know if you want one. If not, Charlie wants at least 2. Okay, and then here is what is available. Here is what's available on the cards. And Richard Miller says we'll take all the cards you showed. So I think Richard Miller wants to buy them all. Let me show them right quick. Ernest asked to see them. He's right before you. And then I'll show what's left. This is a 92 Shaq, 92 Ultra Shaquille O'Neal, Gem Mint, PSA 10, $79.99. 2001 Upper Deck Albert Pujols, $49.99. That is PSA 9. Also, 87 Fleer Barry Bonds, PSA 8, $19.99. This is a 2009 Upper Deck Stephen Curry, $129.99. 96 Upper Deck Kobe Bryant, PSA 9, $59.99. And then the 89 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker, $124.99. Now, Richard, have you bought from us before? Typically, before I sell somebody like a bunch of stuff like that, I want to make sure I have you registered and everything so we can send you an invoice as soon as tomorrow. Just want to make sure I have all of your contact information. I don't mind you buying everything on the table. Just want to make sure I have your information and everything. And it looks like maybe we've sold to you before. Richard, the last time we sold to you, I don't think we ever got payment. It looks like we had to cancel some stuff. So let me pull this back up and make sure. Richard, the last time we sold to you was some records, and we never did get payment for them. We sent you a couple reminders on Facebook Messenger, and we never did get payment. You bought a Prince. We just resold that last night, $110. And then we sold you an AC/DC Gold Vinyl, and that was $36.99, and we never did get payment on that. So I don't know if I can sell you these cards, honestly, because the last 2 invoices we sent you, you never did pay for them. Now, over here, John P. wants a Washington 22 as well. Let me show these to Danny one more time. Danny has the dibs on them. So, Danny, this is a 90% silver commemorative half dollar. This is a 0.4019 troy ounce, 90% silver. It's a proof Washington commemorative birthday silver half dollar. Those are available for $22 each. $22 each. Never to get an invoice. We sent you an invoice to your email. It was opened, and we sent you 5 messages on Messenger, and you never did open them. There's the reminders and everything. So before I sell anything else, I need you to open up your Facebook Messenger and at least know that you're getting messages from Collectco. I don't mind selling these cards, but we'll have to have instant payment in the morning because we've already sent you 2 invoices and never get payment. It says they were marked red and everything. Okay, so back of the top, the Stephen Curry was a rookie card, yes. Stephen Curry was a rookie card, yes. One of many. It's a 2009 Upper Deck, PSA 9, $129.99. PSA 9. And then Paul Nordstrom wants the Kobe Bryant. Okay, give me 1 second on that. So, Richard, I'd love to have your business. Not trying to call you out or anything. Didn't mean it to sound that way. Just wanting you to know that I can't really sell anything, you know, if we don't hear back. I mean, we sent you multiple reminders. You got to make sure you're on Facebook Messenger, and evidently those were going to your email. You were opening them. Maybe you didn't know what they were, but you were definitely opening them. It said we can see if somebody opens an invoice, and they were open. So, and then let me make sure, Paul. I just went to the back. I want to make sure. Maybe that's just something. Let me see here. I was working on some invoices the other night too. Ed takes care of it. There, Paul. There might have been an invoice, Paul. I know you've paid for everything, but there's an invoice in the back, Paul Nordstrom, that hadn't been paid yet. It was for a case sod buster, a black synthetic Ridgeback, and a $100 Federal Reserve note. And unless there's some kind of mix-up I don't know about, Paul, that invoice had never got paid for. Now, you've paid for everything else. You may have forgot about it, okay? So let me send you a reminder on that invoice, Paul, so you can get that paid up. I'm going to send a reminder, and it just got sent to your email. But there is a 219 invoice, Paul, that hadn't been paid yet. So let's go back to the top, and here's what happened on the Washington coins. Danny Thomason wants 2. These are $22 each. Charlie DeFrank got 2, and John P. 7781 got 1, okay? So Richard Miller, I'm going to send you a message right now in Facebook. I'm going to send 3 dots, okay? Now make sure you get that, because you hadn't opened any Facebook messages from us since September. You haven't opened any Facebook messages from us since September. So make sure on that, okay? So I'm going to sell 2 of those to Danny, 2 to Charlie DeFrank, and 1 to John over on YouTube. So all the Washington halves just got wiped out. Those were $22 each. each. Now, Ernest says, do I owe you anything? I don't think so. Let me know if you want Stephen. Ernest, I can look you up right now. Ernest. Outstanding. There's none. All invoices. Ernest, you have paid everything. You've paid everything, it looks like. You've paid everything. Okay, now, Paul, I'm going to go ahead and sell you the Kobe Bryant. Paul Nordstrom, that's sold to you. Larry Gonzalez wants the Barry Bonds. Now, I don't mind selling everything else to Richard Miller, but we got to make sure nobody else wants them here that's asked about them. And then, Richard, I will work out something with you, okay? We just got to make sure tomorrow morning when we invoice you, we get payment immediately. If not, we'll just have to go ahead and cancel it again. Okay. No discount on Kobe Bryant. I've already got a tag for you. Let me know if you want it or not, okay? $59.99. Tanner just marked all these at fair market prices. So there's Shaquille, there's Albert, Curry still available, and there's Michael Jordan. Okay, so Curry's still available. I'll just make sure we get in touch with Richard Miller some way or another. He just opened his Facebook Messenger. Okay, so when he comes back, we'll possibly get those sold. Now, I've got some more here, but before I do that, let me show some other stuff. So there's the pennies. That's still available for $85. Let me get a pen, because I'm selling some of the stuff over here on Consignment, so I kind of have to keep track of what I'm showing. How many of these do I have? 4. These are, do I have just 4? Is there a B side of this? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are proof like, okay, those are 4 together. 71, 70, a proof like set. Okay, so yeah, these are being sold together for $99. $99. And then I'll be in this week. Thank you, Chad Williams. Okay, so this is $99. It is a proof set, essentially, of the silver Eisenhower dollars, okay? Silver Eisenhower dollars. This is 74, 73, 72, and 71. 4 proof Eisenhower dollars. Those are $95. $95 for the proof Ox. 4 of them, $95. And then what was the grade? It was PSA. It was PSA Mint 9. PSA Mint 9. Larry Gonzalez, I got you down for the Kobe Bryant. That was sold to you. And then, Chad, you have an invoice for a case knife from previous Sunday. I remember buying one on YouTube. Okay. Now, let me see here. John, let me see if I can look you up just by your YouTube handle. If not, are you JP? You might have to tell me your actual name. And if you don't want to, I understand. Some people want to remain anonymous. But let's see here. Also, I don't remember. Your last invoice was Jules Shear Watch. What was that supposed to be? Jules Shear Watch? I don't remember what that was. I got to ask Tanner about that. And I don't have you down for a knife. I don't have you down. There's no invoice created. But unless there's something over here. Let me look here. I don't have any more Brittany Foxes. I did. I had 2 that people didn't pay for, but they've already resold. Sorry, we've got really sidetracked here looking up old invoices. Larry Gonzalez Bonds. Yes, that's what I have you down for. You got Barry Bonds. Paul got Kobe Bryant. Larry got Bonds. If I didn't say that, I messed up. Jules Shear's a record. Okay. I'm about to say, what's a Jules Shear watch? I don't remember selling that. That was a record. Okay. The Greek goddess stuff sold. There's Ox for 95. There's those. Okay, I got some more cards back here. Now, let's see. Richard, if you're back on the stream, like I said, I don't mind selling to you, but what we'll do is we'll make sure that we have contact with you, and just make sure you know to check your messenger. And if you want these cards, I'll say these last 4 cards because I am about to show more. Okay, here is some more. First thing I have is a 61 Fleer Oscar Robertson in action. 61 Fleer, near mint 7, off-centered. That's $274.99. Oscar Robertson, and that is his rookie card, one of them. This is, oh boy, this is Giannis. I won't try to say his last name. How about we just say Giannis? That's pretty cool. Looks like a comic book cover almost. Giannis 2020 Panini, PSA 9. That's $24.99. An 88 Fleer Larry Bird. 88 Fleer Larry Bird, PSA 9. He is $44.99. PSA 9 Larry Bird. 96 Bowman's Best rookie, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is $74.99. That's PSA 9, Kobe Bryant. I have another Kobe Bryant. This is a 96 Topps, PSA 9, $139.99. And a 2000 Pacific, which is a Tom Brady rookie, $69.99. So Brady, 69, rookie. Kobe, 139, rookie. Kobe, rookie, 74. Larry Bird, 44. Giannis is 24. Antetokounmpo, exactly. And Oscar Robertson is 275. Okay, and then what's the set? Well, this is the 4 Lincoln Bicentennial pennies for $85. And then these are the Proof Eisenhower set. This is 71, 72, and 73, and 74. 71, 72, 73, 74. Those are $95. Those are $95. Mike Torres wants the Brady card. That is sold to Mike Torres for $69.99. Thank you, Mike Torres. And then, John, what was the knife? JP, what was the knife that you bought? Either something got mistagged or I never did officially pull you one, which is also a possibility. So just let me know on that, okay? There's some really good cards there. Going over here with the other ones. And let's show some more stuff, okay? Bum, 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 bum. And what do we have here? We have, this looks expensive. Yep. Let me wait on that. And here we go. Let's see here. War nickels, 2 different sets here, okay? So these would be, I could do these for $38 each. $38 each. They're sets of the war nickels. The war nickels. So this is Jefferson War nickel. They're in these older kind of vintage holders too. Watt Raymond publication, made in the USA. $38. It's a set of the World War II era Jefferson nickels. I've got 2 different sets there. Those are $38 each. $38. So, see the video. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw it first thing this morning. So that wreck was at 3:30 a.m. I think I went through there about 3 o'clock a.m. So I missed that. I would have been going through the square about 30 minutes before that happened. But I was out and about that time. I'm just glad I wasn't going around there about the time he came through. That would have been bad, right? So, war nickel sets are $38 each. That was wild. Yeah, for anybody that's not local, we had a guy go through the Lebanon Square at a very high rate of speed. He went like literally right through our square and went airborne and took out a bunch of street lights. It's like something off the Dukes of Hazzard. And he's okay. He was just heavily intoxicated. He hit our downtown square doing 100 miles an hour. There's a video. I've seen a second video where you can see the video doesn't have any lag and you can see his true speed. And it's wild. I mean, it's like, how do you even get going that fast? He had to have hit those. Railroad tracks at that gas station at like 90 or 80. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't crash after hitting that. All right, I've got about 2/3 of a table filled up. I think in the last hour, I can sell some more stuff. So make sure I didn't miss anything. Here's another candy corn. This is the mini trapper. Okay, all the candy corns on the table have sold except this one. This is candy corn Kernot mini trapper, $68.99, and then 25% off. This is going to be $51 for the mini trapper. $51 there for the mini trapper. Jefferson nickels, $38 for that set. And let's see what else I have here. Let's see, 24. So I have for $24, I have a roll of steel pennies. 50 1943 steel pennies is $24. I've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3. Those are $24 each. 1943, those are 50 steel pennies. $24 for a roll. $24 for a roll there of steel pennies. Let's save those for an auction. See what else I have here. Mexico. Trying to get some other stuff sorted over here right quick. And then Caleb. I don't know if Caleb was he was interested in the Chibis. I never did hear back from him. I don't know if he's still watching or not. Let me see what else I have over here. Hey, currency. I was like, man, where's all my currency at? I'm trying to get back into some of my stuff. This is some stuff I got here. John. All right, let's see what I got here. Let's do some fast draw currencies. I wonder if Daniel Cripps is still watching. All right, so I still have some uncirculated. So we'll say, let's see, 35 is 60, 70, $85 consecutive uncirculated, $85. Consecutive serial number, uncirculated, 1934 Series 1934C, $85. Those are consecutive serial numbers. Those are consecutive serial numbers. I'm going to make sure I don't have any more. If not, then I'm going to try to just sell some of these individually. You usually can tell because if they're uncirculated, they could be consecutive. I think that's my last two uncirculated. Okay, now I also have all these, which are average circulated, 1934 A's and others for $35. $35. 34A, 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 34B, 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 34B. You get what I'm saying here, right? So, I mean, just any one you want or any others. Actually, that one's pretty nice right there. I mean, I'm going to leave that one on top. So, that's probably the nicest one on top. Just FYI on that stuff, okay? Also, I want to make sure everybody's in our group. I'm going to share a link to our group, our Facebook group, because I don't get a chance to do this too often. And I want to make sure y'all are in our group, Bullions and Blades, okay? Mostly because whenever I go live, y'all might want to make sure you're in there. Of course, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribed. Make sure you've subscribed so you can get notifications whenever we go live. And if you're going to watch over here, just make sure that you're in this group, because I tag in this group and you'll get one of those like mentions in your comments, so you know I'm here selling, okay? So make sure you join Bullions and Blade. Okay, here's where this is a great time where I ask everybody again, maybe once again, what you're looking for to help me remind, because last time we had people ask for coins. I went and found some more. Some people asked for more case knives. I went and got some more. Somebody said sports cards, and I went and got some more. So before I do anything else, I want to make sure if Richard, if you're still watching, I'm going to send him a message. I'd love to have his business. We just got to make sure we can get payment. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense to deal with it again. Wheat pennies, yeah. John had sent me some. Let me try to find them here. Here we go. Let's see what these are. You said wheat pennies, right? You're looking for wheat pennies. Okay, this is $125. This is $125. I've never seen them in airtights like this. This is 1939, mostly 1939, mostly 1939 wheat pennies. Some very high grade, as in like uncirculated. There's 160 in there, 160 in airtights, $125. $125. $125. And Warren, that is mostly 1939. Some are very high grade, as in uncirculated, $125. All of them are in airtights. So Richard Miller, I'm going to make sure you want these cards. And then you might have missed the other ones I showed. I've got the 89 Jordan for $125, the Curry for $130, Albert Pujols $50, Shaquille O'Neal $80. Just say sold, and we have an agreement. and you'll get an invoice tomorrow, okay? And make sure you're on the lookout for that, because if we don't hear back from you, we have to cancel this again. We won't be able to sell to you again. And I would love to continue to sell to you. The 2 uncirculated $20 bills. I had them at 85. Mike said 80. Sold to Mike Torres for $80. I need to get some more stuff off the table here. I'm trying to fill up. My goal tonight was 1 table. 2 weeks ago, we did 4 tables. Of course, I also started at 7 o'clock, and I had a lot of stuff ready. Tonight, I kind of showed up with just tubs of everything still boxed up. I'm very thankful for y'all that's tuned in and did some business with me tonight. It's been worth my time to be here. Richard Miller said sold on all the cards. So let's go ahead and sell those to him. Now, did you also want Nolan Ryan? Nolan Ryan was the Beckett. The labels got a little off, but Nolan Ryan was $25, and then I'll show the other ones as well. And then Warren, I think there's some other stuff over here, but John has sent me, looks like some pretty high-grade stuff here. Here is lot number 38. So these are $22. These are 1963 and 64 proof cents. I've got 20 of them. They're 1963 and 64 proof Lincolns. Proof Lincolns, of course, those have the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Those are $22. Those are $22. Okay? And if you missed it earlier, I got a really cool music-related item here. I still got, and this was from a non-payment. This is the Fender Jazzmaster guitar. Fender Jazzmaster guitar, 1 ounce silver. We've sold every one of these that I've had. This one's only available because it didn't get paid for. Colorized, beautiful coin. That is government minted. That's $119.99. $119.99. That's a Fender Jazzmaster 1 ounce silver guitar. Very cool piece there. Tracy, there's only 1 piece of Christmas silver left, Tracy. 1 piece of Christmas silver left, Tracy. If you want that, which was a Santa Claus. I don't have any more Christmas silver. I don't think I have any more Christmas anything. Chad, I claim Nolan Ryan. Okay, we'll go ahead and give it to Oso. We'll go ahead and give it to Oso. Thank you, that's so to you. Leslie Holt gets the Fender. Let me make sure Danny doesn't want that sticker. Danny, let me know if you wanted a sticker. You made an offer. No discount on this. Definitely no discount on that. Let me know. If not, I'll sell it to Leslie. That's so to Oso. I must have missed that. Sorry, that's probably when my feeds were still jacked up over here. Very possible. Very possible. What happened to the price on that? I've laid it down somewhere. But Danny, you've got dibs. Otherwise, it's Leslie's. That's sold. Did I put it back inside? Well, I laid the price tag somewhere. Yeah, we've always sold those. They're now out of production. All right, Danny passes, so that is sold to Leslie. I'm just trying to figure out what I did. Tracy wants the 60s pennies. All right, those are sold to Tracy for $22. The 60s uncirculated pennies, those are sold to Tracy for $22. All right, now we have 1 more row. That finished that row. All right, I'm on my home stretch. I love doing this. All right. Sorry, you said no discount. I said my lag 36. Okay, that's okay. Tracy was first. I think Oso, before your comment came on YouTube, they were first over here. No problem. Y'all can make offers. I'll let you know what I can and cannot discount. As y'all see, if I can discount it, I'm going to discount it. If I can't, I would love to sell it. I hate leaving money on the table, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense to. Okay, but first thing, let me do, I think this is a great time for me to kind of recap because I may have missed some stuff. The first thing is let me hit the sports cards one more time, okay? Let me do the sports cards one more time, and those are right here. We have a 61 Fleer Oscar Robertson, near mint 7, $274.99. 61 Fleer Oscar Robertson, near mint 7, off-centered, $274.99. Giannis, 2020 Panini Donruss Marvels, PSA mint 9, $24.99 on Giannis. 88 Larry Bird, PSA 9, $44.99. 96 Bowman's Best Kobe, PSA 9, $74.99. And 96 Topps Kobe, PSA 9, $139.99. Okay, that's the only cards that have not sold. All right, those are gone. Now, the bag of coins, the most recent question. This is a bag of mostly 1939 wheatback, all in airtights. Some are high grade, 160 of them for $125. $125. That is mostly 1939 wheatbacks, a lot of them uncirculated, all in airtights. That is 160. Those are $125. Okay? Now, one of the very first things I showed over here tonight was some of the Halloween knives that are still available, and I'm accepting offers. These are now out of production, limited edition Halloween knives. These are from 2022. This one was $175. Then we marked it down to $159, and we got one sealed and we got one open. There is the Canoe. Excuse me, these are two different ones. This is a Canoe. That's a Canoe 159. This is a Trapper, okay? That's 175 and the Trapper is 160. Those are actually two different knives, both Halloween, of course. And then here is the Happy Halloween sealed. Case really screws us with these Halloween knives. You know what happens? By the time we get them, Halloween's over. We get Halloween stuff in at Christmas every year. We still hadn't got this year's Halloween knives. This year's Halloween knives will be in about, well, that's part of what they just shipped me. They should be in, I think, next week, the week before Christmas. So I always end up with these. Everybody always wants them. I get asked every year, are you getting the Halloween knife? And the problem is, the people who don't pre-order it, that I order extras for just to try to sell, nobody wants them because it's already Christmas. Nobody wants a Halloween knife at Christmas. Sell Jeff Duncan the Star Wars Mando Din Djarin for $65. Thank you. Big discount on that, but I'm going to sell it to you. Okay, and then that came from this stack right here, which I had Chibis, which were originally $125. I have Chibis now for $75. I've got Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul. There's Obi-Wan. These are from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. There's Obi-Wan, and I got Darth Maul. Those were originally either 115 or 125, 75 and 75, which is very fair market for those right now. Okay, so Halloween. Also part of that non-payment, I had two beautiful uncirculated silver certificates left, 17 and 17, okay? Multiple case knives. If you want a price, let me know. The first one we had was the Scroll Trapper. I know the price on it. It was $75. We had the Scroll Hunter for $89. There is the Blue Cur Night Trapper, the Sow Belly, and the Candy Corn Mini Trapper. If you need prices, let me know. We have three rolls of steel pennies. Steel pennies. Those are rolls of steel pennies, and I should have jotted down a price. I'm pretty sure I said, let me see if I can find those. I'm pretty sure I said 24. I hope I did. $24 on the roll of wheat penny, or excuse me. They are wheat pennies, but they're steel. They do have wheat on the back. That's why they call them a wheat penny, but they're steel. Steel. So, there's those. The $1 I will sell for 17 and 17. And then Oso offered 65 for the last two Star Wars. Now, I have more. I think I've got more Darth Mauls and possibly an Obi-Wan. But those are sold for 65 and 65. Robert Phillippe gets the ones for 17 and 17. Okay. There's the wheatbacks in the bag. Yep. And then the steel pennies. 50 steel pennies. 50 steel pennies for $24 in a roll there. Would you do 70 on the Halloween Trapper? Let's see here. The one that's still sealed. So let me see. That is, I'm obviously going to counter Ernest. Let me punch in some calculations over here to my calculator. And so 40% off, Ernest, MSRP. 40% off on MSRP, Ernest. 40% off on MSRP would be 40% off would be $105. 40% off. And I think we auctioned one of those last night or 2 weeks ago for the same price. 105. That would be 40% off the retail. Okay, then I had some Simpsons bullion clearing off the table here. I'm glad we're recapping. We're making dents. Simpsons bullion, 45, 42, Homer's 45, Season's Greetings from the Simpsons, Christmas Simpsons, 42, 45, 42, and 45. Okay. I had James Bond silver. James Bond, 60 years of Bond. These are officially licensed proofs. The famous gun barrel scene. I have a regular strike and a black colorized 45, 45, 45 for James Bond. James Bond. One Christmas silver round, $42. And it's my favorite one, the one with Santa Claus on it. $42. And then the only bullion I had left was these U.S. commemoratives, okay? These U.S. commemoratives. And here they are. John Marshall, Chief Justice, $28. The Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, that is the Women in Military Service Memorial, $38. And then the National Community Service Commemorative, $30. Elizabeth said she would take the sealed case for $105 if Ernest doesn't. Ernest, it's up to you. Let me actually check. I did sell one about a year ago that someone didn't pay for. I immediately put it on eBay that year, and it did pretty good, especially still sealed. So let Elizabeth have it. Oh yeah, what I'm seeing here, pretty great prices. I mean, open ones, yeah. An open one sold October 2nd. An open one sold October 2nd for $159. So yeah, it should be a good price on that. All right, and that sold to Elizabeth for $105. That was a great price. Thank you for asking, Ernest. If you hadn't have asked, she might have not bought it. Don't ever hesitate, anybody out there, to ask, okay? I'm trying to push back my table here. See what I have. Simpson silver. No, that's getting pretty close to spot, I'm thinking. So I said if somebody bought all of the Simpsons, I would do them for 40, 42, 40, and 42. 40, 42, 40. So 40 on the $40 ones and 42 on the 45 ones. That's what I would do on those. So that's getting closer, but I can't do 35. Let me actually see here. Silver is 30.48. Simpsons proofs, very good premium on those. I think we still got some of the other stuff as well. What were they called? Treehouse of Horror. USC 3 for 75. Now, what is USC? If you're talking about these, I can't do that. Okay, and then we had all kinds of 20s here, including this nice one on top, which is almost uncirculated. Has a little bit of a smudge there. That is $35. Any of these 20s. I mean, on average, $35 each. They're all 1930s 20s. I'm going to leave those. Let me move these knives back here. I'm going to put the 20s right there. Those look nice propped up right there. Big stack of 20s. And then the Halloween and the 10, that was originally marked $139. So Elizabeth, $139. I'll do that one for $85. $85. Okay. And that is a Halloween black synthetic smooth rust lock. Right at 40% off. Can I see the season's greetings? Yeah. $42 on this one. There's the front. It's the Simpsons family popping out of a wreath. And on the back, of course, is Queen Elizabeth because it's from the island of Tuvalu. The island of Tuvalu. So 42 on that one. Homer, Marge, Bart. Those are all still available, okay? That's all the bullion I still had. Oh, there's the Fender sticker. I was like, what happened to that? That's for Leslie, just so they don't lose it. All right. And yeah, closing out the Halloween knives. Like I said, we always get screwed on them. And I wish I could get excited. I love Halloween collectibles like that myself, but man, they're just bad about delivering them on time. There's the Jefferson War Nickels sets. Jefferson War Nickels sets. Okay, and then here was my next Congress, which was this 4-blade patriotic swirl. And then, Jeff, is that what you just made an offer on? This was 25% off. This was $67 on a patriotic swirl. And then $45 for mini. Let me know exactly what those are. Clarify, help me out there. And then I got colorized Coke silver rounds. Colorized Coke silver rounds. $39.39. And then $39 and $39. These are double-sided colored. Those should actually be a few dollars more. And then this is a proof on side one and colorized on the other. That's what I have in stock with the case. Or excuse me, the Coke. All right, and then, I'm not, you know what I'm not doing? I'm also not watching YouTube comments. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. What's the bad coins? No one said anything on YouTube since Oso, right? I'm going to refresh. I don't think I have anything since Oso commented. Nope. Make sure I hadn't missed anything. I can't forget about YouTube because I'm not seeing all the comments here. Congress and Mini Trapper. I'll do another $2 off on the Trapper, on the Congress at 65. 65, and then the last two of these, 68.99. I think I said 51. So yeah, I'll do 50 and 65. 50 and 65 would be 115. 50 and 65. Nice round numbers. There's the Lincoln set, and then the 4 Ike proof set. All 4 years. $95. $95 on those. All right, I'm going to put those there along with that. Okay. And then the other currency I have, there's another 20. There's another 20. And I have some 5s for just $15 each. $15 each, which is the 34A, 34A, 34, 34, and 34. 5s, I will put those in sleeves for you. $15 each on those. That's $95 for all 4 Ikes. $95 for all 4. One second. Let me do something over here. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss that. I have not drunk my V8 I got out of the fridge 10 minutes ago. Let me go do that right quick. I'm going to need it for later. That was a fast chug. All right, let me start grabbing some more new stuff then. So I kind of did a big recap. Won't show any of that again unless somebody asks to see something. Just make sure everybody knew what was available there. Let me read off some patterns of case knives that I have. I need to read off some patterns just in case you see something or hear something. I've got a Mediterranean blue trapper. I got a yellow synthetic Congress. I got the amber bone trapper. I've got the Jesus fish trapper. I've got blue swirl toothpick, blue swirl slimline, yellow synthetic 4-blade. I've got a buffalo bone or buffalo horn peanut, more Mediterranean blue rust lock, more trappers. Got some actual stag. Of course, those are expensive, $100 approximately. I've got a muskrat candy corn and more muskrat rust locks. Muskrat candy corn, muskrat rust locks. I've got more sports cards. I've got Griffey Jr. rookie. I've got Ricky Henderson rookie. I've got Scottie Pippen, 89 Fleer. Isaiah Thomas sticker. Got some pretty cool stuff over here. Charles Barkley Fleer sticker. Got all kinds of 86 Fleer. 86 Fleer, the iconic set. Dr. J, Chris Mullin, Dominique Wilkins, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Kareem. Anybody want to see the iconic 86 Fleer stuff? I got it over here. I've got another cayenne orange. I got a cayenne orange canoe. I got more scroll. A couple lighters. Just FYI. And yeah. Moving right along. Let me step back over here and see what's happening now. Yellow Congress, Sal Belly 60. Sell that last one to Kenneth Davis for $60. Jesus Trapper and Yellow Congress. All right, let me step over there and get those. Sure thing. There's one Yellow Congress left. And there's one Jesus fish left. Alrighty. Getting my steps in. If y'all know the layout of the store, you know how far. I'm over here in like the far corner. I'm having to walk back and forth. Usually I would take my phone with me, but my comments are split. So here is the Jesus fish trapper with the iscus. That's actually a purple curly maple smooth trapper. That is $79.99. $79.99. Ernest, that would be 25% off, $59. $59 on that. Okay. And by the way, this is probably the last sale to see case knives on sale. Typically, you know, we usually run these on sale for Christmas. And then I typically don't put them on because we're going to close this stuff out. And y'all know, get new stuff in for next year. So I have somebody that's interested in buying like almost all the stuff if it don't sell. He usually buys everything that doesn't sell. Everything. So like we restart from the beginning of the year. All this will be gone. And trying to sell it to y'all first. And then over here is this 4-blade synthetic Congress. 25% off retail would be $52. $52. Okay. Warren wants this. Warren wants this if Ernest doesn't, and then Charlie was second. And then the Congress is $52. $52 on the Congress. Ricky Henderson card and the lighters. The lighters are case Zippos. Let me go grab those right quick. Case Zippos. I think I've got white and red. Yep. And Ricky Henderson. All right. Is YouTube still working? I hadn't seen a YouTube comment since Oso said take both. How many's, wow, there's 57 people watching over on YouTube. I don't think anybody has said anything since Oso said take both Star Wars. I just want to make sure y'all are still able to communicate with me over there. All right, so the geez, boy, Ernest, you have good taste. Ernest, everything you ask about, somebody wants. Everything you ask about, somebody wants. You have that Midas touch. You have that magic, don't you? So this is sold to Warren Wilkie. Warren, that was sold to you for $59. Thank you, Mr. Wilkie. Thank you, Mr. Wilkie. And then we have Jeff Duncan wants the Congress. This yellow synthetic is sold to him for $52. And then Leslie, here's the Case Zippos. We have white and red, and there's two more over there. I think they're also white and red. I'll make sure there's not a black one. That's sold. And then Ricky Henderson, that is his rookie card. PSA VG4, VG Excellent 4, VG Excellent 4, Ricky Henderson, $59.99. That is his rookie card. All-time leader in stolen bases. Fast as lightning. Ricky Henderson leads by a long shot. I just pulled up the chart here. He leads Lou Brock by over 500. Is there anybody remotely close, modern? Is there anybody even remotely close, modern? I don't think so. All these people are Hall of Fame or retired. Jeff H is sleeping. Bobby B, hi Chad, just watching and enjoying. Okay, well, just want to make sure y'all can at least comment or hear me. So I don't mind. You can watch. I love watchers. I love buyers even more, but watching helps the algorithm just as much. Let's see what I have here. I got some more miscellaneous coins here I hadn't shown yet. Let's see, steel pennies, wheat pennies, nickels, set, mercury, 20 sheet, mercury dime. Peace, Morgan, 69, Jefferson. This is right here. Right here is 105 Jefferson, 1939 Jefferson nickels, 105 of them. 105 Jefferson, 1939 Jefferson nickels, first year. Should be the first year. 39 Jefferson nickels, $50. 105 1939 Jefferson nickels, all in airtights, $50. The lighters are $24.99. They're new Zippo lighters, $24.99. $50, 105 1939 Jefferson nickels, all in airtights. Okay. There is a new item. Now, did somebody ask about another knife? Somebody asked about Caribbean. Who asked about Caribbean? Justin Sullivan. Have anything in Caribbean blue? Yeah, I've got a Trapper. Let me bring them over here. I've got a couple. It's either Caribbean or Mediterranean. These oceans get me confused. I know where they're at on a map. The colors kind of mess me up. I'm like, okay, which one's Caribbean and which one's Mediterranean? As far as color, I guess one's a different color than another. We've got Caribbean. All right, let me show you what a Caribbean looks like. And I don't think I have Mediterranean. And I think that was a color they had, which really messed with me. I was like, dang, what's the difference? Is the Caribbean that much different of a color than the Mediterranean? And I guess the answer is yes. Also, it looks like we may have, let me see what other religious knife I have, as in Christian. I have another Christian knife here. Somebody may be looking for a gift, it looks like, for Christmas. You know, that is the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. So we may be having some people looking for something of that. Let's not forget that we may have some Christmas shoppers on. So I have a couple more. Case calls them, quote, religious. They're religious knives. These knives go to church every Sunday. You can put them in your pocket and take them with you. All right, so let me show those and these and this. All right, so this one says trust. Proverbs 3:5. Trust. Trust in the Lord. You know the rest of it. And then we have religious natural bone. Worst thing I could do right now is get on here and start misquoting scripture and look really bad. This is Philippians 4:6. And this is worry less, worry less, almost said pay more. Worry less, pray more. I'm going to get struck by lightning here in a minute. Worry less, pray more. And that is a mini trapper, and that is a case peanut. That's the only thing I need to do is get on here and start misquoting scriptures and doing play on words with them. So, all right, and then here is the Caribbean, okay? This is what they consider Caribbean. This is a trapper. This is a Caribbean blue bone saw cut jig trapper, $69.99. $69.99. That I'll do for 25% off. Okay? And that would be $52. Technically $52.49. I'll do it for $52. That was $70. And then the rust lock is a little bit more. The rust lock is $83.99. $83.99 at 25% off. The rust lock is $62. $62. Get blue juice. Yeah, I definitely need it. Justin Sullivan wants a Caribbean trapper. Now, I have more than one if anybody else wants one. Justin, you bought from us before, right? And that would be $52. Now, I have more of these. And Ernest, I'll give you a price on those in just a second. But first, let me give this to Justin for $52. Charlie, I'll go get you one in just a second. And he also wants the rust lock, doing 25% off on these. Okay, and the rust lock was $83.99 at 25% off. That was $62. That was $62. Let me give a price to Ernest on the religious knives before I go get Charlie's that. So the mini trapper, worry less, pray more. Ernest, $84.99 at 25% off, $63. It was an $85 knife. And then this, Trust, is $76.99, 25% off. That would be $57. $57 on the peanut. So I know I need to get at least one trapper for Charlie and one for Regina. I'll go ahead and get another one in case somebody decides they want one by the time I walk back over here, because I think I have a few more. All right. There we have it. First thing. Where are they? Okay, here they are. Good. Caribbeans, right? This does say Caribbean. Yes. Want to make sure. I have one more after I dish out everybody else one. Also have some stuff over here that are just boxes with no display, so I got to figure out what those are. Yeah, I keep wanting to say worry less, pay more instead of pray more. That's going to cost me. Okay, so yeah, there's 2 more. Sell those to Charlie for 52 and Regina for 52. And I have 1 more Caribbean. Just like the Billy Ocean song, Caribbean Queen. Y'all all know that one? Worry less, pay more. Somewhere there's a Jesus meme and he's like putting his hand on his forehead, shaking his head like, oh my gosh. Okay, there's that stuff. And I'm going to step over here and try to read some more patterns because I read off some stuff and lo and behold, we sold some. That's why I read them off. I can't show them all to you. I wish I could be like, here's our inventory and y'all could just see them all at once. I'd have to have images, which we can do that eventually. I kind of have told Tanner I want to do that. Let me see what this is. That's an empty box. I know who bought it, though. Ocean Blue Kernite and Patriotic Smooth Mini Trapper. Okay, I don't have those on display, so let me get them. Okay, there's more Caribbean Trappers. So I actually have 3 more Caribbean Trappers. So 4, count the one over there on the table. I do have the blue Kernite toothpick and slimline. There's another amber bone trapper. Let me put that up here with the other amber bone trapper. So we got 2 amber bone trappers. This is actually a really pretty knife. I'm going to grab it. It's a mahogany. I love the mahogany. Here's another really pricey collectible knife that's still sealed in a box. And then here is, some people's been asking for these, haven't they? The chestnut. No, somebody was asking for antique bone. That's a chestnut. There's a chestnut. There's an amber bone Stockman, stag, and of course candy corn. I got 2 John Deere knives left. And then let me show, I still got all the cracked ice, which is a blue and white. There's more boy, I wonder who bought that other Halloween knife. I got 2 more black synthetic rust locks that are sealed, and I got 1 that's open. So maybe whoever's watching, I need to really reduce those. So let me grab, no, they're both sealed. I still got 2 more rust locks. I definitely need to sell one of those. And here's a Caribbean Justin. Here's a Caribbean Stockman. Here we go, Justin. Oh, and I got a Caribbean, this thing. Exactly. Now, Justin, I want to make sure you did hear me say or ask, you are a first-time buyer or you've bought from us before. Let me know if you're a first-time buyer or you've bought from us before, please. Okay? The bag of coins I have left. Okay. The first one is, I got to start sticking to these. This is the 1939 Jefferson nickels. It's 105, and I think I said $50. They're all in airtights. They're 1939 Jefferson nickels, 105 of them. I think I said $50. And then, also, I still got the 1939 pennies with the high-grade ones. All right, here's 2 more Caribbeans. We have a Sodbuster Jr. Sodbuster Jr. was $64.99 and 75% off. $48 on the Sodbuster. I've only got 2. No, maybe I have 3. Yeah, I left 1 behind. Only $48 for the Sodbuster. Okay, and then I have 1 Trapper. And it was $75.99, 25% off. $79.99, so $75, 25% off. That's $56. $56 and $48. I've only got 1 of these left, and I think that's a beautiful handle. Mahogany. It's mahogany colored bone. It's not wood. Mahogany colored bone. And that is $71.99. $71.99 and then 25% off. So $71.99, 25% off. That is $53 on that slimline. They call that a slimline trapper. Slimline handle It's a thin, slimline blade, single blade pocket knife. And then this was to that ocean blue. That's the other one. Ocean blue, which, let me show you what that looks like. I think that's what also, no, that's this color. They also have this. That's ocean blue. It's like a blue, a gray, and a silver. That's for sure the last one I have of that. Those sold really well. This is $91.99, then 25% off. $91.99, then 25% off. $91.99, 25% off. That is $68 on that one. And then we have a Patriotic Mini Trapper. That's going to be nice. Patriotic Mini Trapper. And it doesn't look like it's ever been unboxed. Wow, that's got a really good cut of color. Sometimes they're just like blue and they'll have one little smudge of white. That one's pretty sweet. Look how they've done that one. These are all unique. There's no Kernites that are the same. $72.99, that's my last one. And 25% off on that one is $54. So if you've ever bought a Kernite, they're all randomly colored. They're all unique. There's not two the same. That's $54. That's the discount price. Jefferson nickel, you can. Here's what they look like. Thomas Jefferson, 1939. They're in airtights, which I thought was pretty cool to have every one of them in an airtight. Monticello on the back. And they're pretty decent. They're not totally, like that one's got some really good detail to it. And, yep. I'll show you a bunch of them. All right. And I think there was one more bag of something over here. Tracy bought one of the bags already. This is lot number 36. This is $145. And this is $145. 215 different Mexico coins. Various years, all Mexico. That one's 1962. That one's 1965. That one's 1971. 215 various Mexico coins, $145. $50 for the bag. Yeah, let me confirm that. Let me see here. I got price on the sheet. Yeah, $50. Yep. $50. These are nickel. No, they're not silver. Jefferson nickels are made of nickel, not silver. They're made of nickel. The only silver coins are pre-64 dimes, quarters, halves, and silver dollars, which they didn't make a silver dollar. The United States did not make a silver dollar from 1921. 21 was the last, 1935. I'm thinking about Morgan's. They made a piece up in 35. They did not make a silver dollar in the late 30s, the 40s, the 50s, or the 60s. They went 40 years there until they made the ox again. I'm pretty sure that's right. Unless there was a commemorative struck, which I don't think there was. I don't think they made silver dollars for almost 4 decades. Any kind of dollar coin in the United States. There was no dollar coin made for almost 40, probably over 40 years. Okay, there's the Mexico coins. I still got the pennies, if you're interested in those. I may have a little bit of room on that. And the table's almost full. We're getting there. I think a few more sold lots, and I've got to where I wanted to be on this stuff tonight for starting late and not advertising. I always have a saying here, go live and they will come. You know, the Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. My motto here is go live and y'all will come. Y'all will be here. At least I hope so. And I appreciate you for doing that. Okay, here's some more pennies somebody may be interested in. I'm finding more as I'm digging. Let me see what he has here. Are these all 1946? He's got me some interesting stuff here. Boy, these are high grade though. These are $155. $155. 155. These for this page. $155. A 1946 S. These are gem MS State nickels. Or excuse me, those are pennies. They're all 1946 S. Yeah, they did make war nickels. I've got them right here. These nickels are silver. Don't forget, I've got those. I got that. I still got the Ox set. Those 4 Ox silver dollars. That's what I was just talking about. Those are $95. $95 for the 4. And then here are the silver nickels. These are sets, and they're in vintage holders, and I have 2 different sets. I wish I was writing down these prices because I keep forgetting because it's not stuff that I've been showing. I think I said, oh boy, I think I said $38. I either said 38 or 42. I think I said 42. But if somebody buys both of them, I'll do 38 and 38. What's the lowest price you would do for both the religious knife and the patriotic knife? That is $55. Okay, I had it at 56, 55 for sure. $76.99. I was at 57, so we'll say another 55. So 55 and 55, 55 and 55, and then 63, we'll say 60. So 55, 55, and 60. And Ernest, even a further discount would put those at 170. 170. You need a wider lens. Yeah, I know. Are they silver? Okay, sold. One more question. Are uncirculated nickels? They were average circulated and then sold on the Ox. These are sold to Oso for $95. The 4 Ox. Those are sold to Oso for $95. Thank you. Those are gone. And what is the card in the middle? This is a 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson rookie. PSA 4, $59.99. I actually had that one graded, I'm pretty sure. I think that's one I sent off. I don't know why. Not really that high grade, but I love having stuff slabbed. 88 Fleer, Larry Bird. PSA 9, $44.99. Mint 9. Mint 9. Okay, you got sold on nickels. Yes, the nickels are sold to you, Oso. These are still available, the war nickels. The war nickels, those are still available if you want them. And then Jeff H. wants the mahogany case. The mahogany case was $53. That's sold to Jeff H. for $53. Thank you. That's sold for $53. Got it. Still got those. Just showed the Mexican coins. Bum, 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 bum. What is this? The Bill of Rights. This is 35. Yeah, this is $35. This is the Bill of Rights, a commemorative silver $50, the James Madison Presidential Medal. It's got a replica of, or I guess the James Madison Presidential Medal, and a silver $50, James Madison, father of the Bill of Rights. Commemorative half, that's $35. The war nickels, those were, I think I just said 42 and 42 for the sets. Those are complete sets every year and every mint mark that they were manufactured in silver or partial silver, 35% silver during World War II. Or I said 38 each if you take both. 38, 38, or 42 for one. I can't remember what I originally said earlier, but I'm very close within a few dollars. I've got to be. And that's for, those are in vintage holders too. Very cool. Those holders they're in are probably from the 70s, maybe even older. People's been collecting coins, really since the 1800s. People started looking for some of the first, minted early U.S. dollars in the 1800s, and there's been provenance on collections going back to the, times of the Civil War. Jefferson Davis, striking the Confederate half dollars after they took over the mints. So these are sold to Oso for 38 and 38. Thank you. Those are sold to Oso for 38 and 38. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Gone and gone. Sold and sold. See what else I have kind of in that realm over here I hadn't shown. We've went through about 1/3 of a box that I've been seeing. We should have plenty of stuff for next week. Let's see, we'll probably do this again next week. I got to make sure Brian was here working on some stuff today as far as comics. We were going to try to wait and get a lot of new stuff in the comics before we did another comics show. Blue Rust Locks. The Blue Rust Locks, maybe. Let me step over here and say. But what I was saying, the show for next Sunday is very possible. It depends. I'm going to the Tennessee game in Ohio, and I'll be, of course, traveling back that day. It depends on how exhausted I am or how bad we've won or lost. If we've won, I'll probably show up and want to start doing everything on sale. If we've lost, I'll probably want to go home and go to bed. I do not have another Blue Rust Lock. No, not unless one's kind of hidden. Now, one very well could be hidden, but I don't have one on display. Hidden meaning not out on the sales floor in a box somewhere. So, I guess long story short, next week's schedule, especially Sunday, depends on the outcome of the game on Saturday. So, everybody make sure you're watching the record sale. Paul will be hosting, but if the Vols turn out okay, then we'll see what happens. So, Yep. Okay. Let's see here. What time is it? 11:24. I've got like a couple more things I need to sell, but if I don't, any final request? The table is almost full. Any final request? I'm stepping over here one more time. I've shown about the coins I can show without making it too confusing on me or y'all, I think, because the next batch is going to get deeper into the woods over here with all my paperwork. Y'all might want these for any knife collectors. And I have one fixed blade over here, one single blade fixed blade that might be of some interest. One single blade fixed blade, and I ain't shown any like case supplies in a while. And some people usually like these to rewrap their knives. I've got officially licensed case tissue paper. It's 100 pack. Those are $8.99. And I have one fixed blade here. The 25% off price would be $75. $75. Case fixed blade Hunter in leather sheath. $75. $75. The patriotic knife is right here, Regina. Did a really good job there on the front. That was, what did I say, $56? $56 on that one. What's the big box? This was a case knife. This was, yeah, I never did show this. This was Ford. This was a, man, I forgot what it looks like. It's a, I think it's probably a Trapper. It's a Ford Trapper. In a gift case. I forgot exactly what it is. $224 is the sticker price. Coca-Cola rounds are $39 each. And this is truly what I have left. Oh, so did you see the James Bond coins? Figured you might be interested in those. I got the 60th anniversary and I got the 2 gun barrels. 45, 45, 45. And then I've got these 2 left in the Coca-Cola for $39 and $39. And Regina said she will take this. All right. That's sold to Regina for $56. That's gone. Any Ohio State fans watching? I'm coming to your town Friday and Saturday. Seth's booked us on some kind of like excursion or something. I don't know what he's talking about. He's more excited than a kid at a candy store. I'm just like, dude, I just want to go up there, make sure I'm well rested. Every time I go on these trips, I'm exhausted because I don't have a sleeping schedule like everybody else. And so I'm always like, I don't even remember going to these games. I'll travel. I'll go to these concerts and these games, and I'm so sleepy, it's just a blur. I don't even remember anything. Because I'm like going on no sleep, and I'm like standing at the game, and I have slept for 2 hours, and it's just almost... And then if I try to watch it from my house, I'm like falling asleep because I'm sitting on a couch instead of up and about and working. Let's see here. We do 36 each on the 4 Coca-Cola left. Now, I think those were originally, those might have been, oh, so like originally like 42. Are you talking about the bottle caps? So 40, I had them at $39.99 essentially. So 40, 40, 40, 40, and 40. If you do 37, we'll close them out because you've bought most of them. 37 each, and I will say the last 6. 37, and I'll say the last 6. Go to the zoo? Go to the zoo? What's that mean? Oh, in Ohio? Oh, in Ohio? I thought that was like to help me stay awake better. Go to the zoo in Ohio? You know, the excursion, it's like some kind of bus, or like Tennessee fans, or it's like a watch party for the games on Friday. You know, there's a playoff game on Friday, and then during the day, you know, while we're in Ohio on Saturday, the other 3 playoff games will be before us. So I think he's like booked a spot to watch the other 3 games, you know. He's booked like a... They want to leave early so we can get to Ohio Friday in time to watch the game up there Friday night. And then they want to get up there like and wake up early Saturday, and like it's like something Tennessee fans have coordinated in like a big place where everybody can watch the playoff games before our game starts. So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to feel like a vacation, I hope. I just hope I can sleep very well. Everything you had, 37. Yep. So we're going to sell these to Oso Adventure for 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37. That's 37 times 6. You got it. Thank you. That almost made the night even sweeter. We didn't have an air horn tonight. This is the first time we haven't had an air horn on something, but we've sold all of our gold. I don't have much I could bring out an air horn for, honestly, unless we did a big bundle deal on some stuff like knives or cards. But this is the first time we haven't had a bundle deal on something or an air horn in a long time for a coin and knife sale. Usually somebody either buys $500 worth of silver or somebody buys an expensive. It's been on sports cards mostly. We've done sports cards. I'm still trying to find some Laker stuff for Oso. He's looking for some of that retro classic Laker stuff. I think he's bought most of it, though. I got a Magic over here. Let me see what I got. I got Kareem Magic. I don't know if you've seen these. James Worthy. He played for the Lakers, didn't he? James Worthy? Yeah. We might can finish up the night really strong here with a few of these. See what else I got with Lakers. Most time I show sports cards, and I've always been amazed. People's like, I'm looking for teams. Because, you know, a lot of y'all have followed these teams since the 70s and 80s, and you just not want the stars. You want other people that played on those teams that I may not even know who they are. So, I got an 86 Fleer James Worthy, PSA 7 from that iconic 86 Fleer set. PSA 7, $39.99. I got a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sticker from the 86 Fleer set. That's $49.99. And I have a Magic Johnson sticker, $19.99. So all from the 86 Fleer set, Worthy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Magic Johnson, $39, $49, and $19. That's everything I've seen in my showcase of a Lakers jersey. Except Kobe here. Of course, 96 rookie. 75 Topps Mini. Not to my knowledge. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Let me see who else Tanner's put out over here. He's also put out, this is the older stuff here. Or I should say newer stuff, but it's some of the first sports cards we showed this year. Some modern people. And then let me see what's over here in our briefcase. We got one of these incredible briefcases you can store sports cards in that costs like $100. But I don't think this stuff's marked. Let me see right quick. No. All right. Magic Air All-Star card has a blank white back. Crazy thing. Interesting. Is that the one you sent me a picture of? All right, these are sold to Oso. All three of these for $100. He said I was at 107. Is that right? I was at 40 and 50 and 20. I was at 110. But yeah, I'll do 100. I was at 110. I was about to say one of those don't equal 7. But yeah, I'll do 100. All three of those sold to Oso for 100. Thank you. And then the Kobe, I actually just found. So we sold a Kobe earlier. This one is 96 Topps, PSA 9, $139. And then 96 Bowman Best, $74.99. And we sold another one earlier to Paul Nordstrom for $60, a PSA 9. We also got a PSA 10, but it's 5 times as much. And that's what happens when you jump from a 9 to a 10. They cost a lot more. A 10 costs a lot more than a 9. on almost everything. Here's the 96. We sold a 9 earlier. Here's a 10. It's $319.99. But that's the 3 Kobe cards I currently have that are all rookies. You get into some players, and they have dozens and dozens of different rookie cards. It's not like 1951 and there was only one baseball card being manufactured. There's some sports, especially here in the modern era, you can have 100, 200, 300 different rookie cards by some people. I forgot how many different Tom Brady's there are. The encapsulated coins. What could you do on a bundle? Well, I think the only thing I have left. Oh, these here. You talking about the airtights? Okay. I thought you meant back there. So, let's see here. I will read them off, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to sell them to you for. Instead of 30, okay, instead of 30, 27. Instead of 38, 35. Instead of 28, 25. Instead of 40, 39. Instead of 45, 42. Instead of 45, 42. Instead of 42, 39. And then the James Bonds are 45, 45, 45. We're going to do 42, 42, and 42, which is $300. I like that number. $375. $375. I like that number. Nice and smooth. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's $30 off. That's almost like getting a free piece of silver. That was $3 off each coin. $375. I'm giving away silver tonight. And then I got one Christmas silver round for $42. Boy, the Larry Bird stuff's been selling every night. I've shown it. Surprised no one's picked that up. 88 Fleer, classic shot. Who's that in the background? Is that did we just sell? Is that Kareem in the background? It's got a shot of Kareem in the background too. I think. See 42, 33. I don't know who that is. He's wearing goggles like him. Y'all going to wipe me out on silver again. I've told Tanner, I was like, Tanner, we got to get on the ball. We've got plenty to show for next week, but I was like, man, we gotta start getting some collections. This is a weird time of the year. It's like prime time selling. But if you ever go into a retail store this time of year, have you ever noticed everything's kind of bare? The shelves are pretty empty, right? Me and Mom was in shopping at a couple places, and she said, all this stuff's been picked through. And I was like, yeah, it's the end of the year. Stores don't try to buy new inventory this time of year. Everybody's trying to get rid of inventory because you're taxed on your inventory. So you try to get rid of stuff. That's what you see me doing tonight. Otherwise, you're taxed on it. This is sold for $375 to Oso. Hey, now that's even a better way to almost wrap up the night. Another stack of silver, a stack of silver. That's sold Oso for $375. Now we're making dents. Now I can almost say that I think we've hit the end of the sale unless anybody has any further offers. This James Worthy, thank you. I'm not too big. I can identify probably about 20 basketball players from the 70s and 80s. After that, I suck. Not my era. Well, neither is the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. Modern players, I bet I can name 10 if I saw pictures of them. Giannis and, of course, LeBron and Steph and Harden. But most of them I couldn't tell you. Anybody want to make an offer on anything that's on the table? The 20s, the 5s, the knives, which are already discounted, the steel pennies, the steel pennies. Now, I still got the steel penny rolls, got the wheat backs, got the scrolls, got the... Does anybody want the last piece of Christmas silver for $40? Oh, so that needs to go in your stack. That's my last piece. Those were $42.50. Then tonight I said 40. No, they were $42.75. And then we had 6 left or 7. We said 42. I'll do that last one for $40. $50 for both religious knives. Whew, I don't know, Ernest. Man, that hurts, Ernest. $84.99. I was at 63. I was at 63, and I was at 57. 120. 120, and that was after 25% off. After 25% off. After 25% off. I'll do $115. $115. Oh, so at it. Sell that to Oso for $40. We are officially sold out of Christmas silver. Folks, there's no more left. Is there hardly any coins left over here? I think our coin showcase is empty after the night. I didn't want to get back into this thing because we had it all displayed, and I've cleaned it out again. Trying to make a deal with Ernest. It's like trying to break the Enigma code. I've got 10th ounce silver bullion from Helena. They're $9.99 each. I've had them since October of last year, though. I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 left. I have 7 left if anybody wants them for 50 instead of 70. 50 left for, 7 left for 50 instead of 70 if anybody wants those. They are for charity. Whose charity? Your charity? The Human Fund, money for, like George Costanza, money for people. The Ernest Rogers charity. Whose charity? Now you're trying to give me some sad story, make me look bad in front of everybody. Yeah, the Human Fund, money for people. The Children's Hospital, that's dangerous. Giving a child a knife? You bump up your offer one more time. I think you're getting down to like below cost on those things, Ernest. That averages to 50 each. You're getting down below cost on those. Let's bump it one more time. It needs to be a good bump too. I need a good bump. A really good bump. Me and my mom ate at Longhorn Steakhouse today. It was good. And I'm hungry again, which is, this always happens this time of the night. I'm going to have to stop by that gas station again to get another salad. Anybody else have any last words before me and Ernest cuts this deal? Because after me and Ernest cuts this deal, I'm probably going to wrap it up. I honestly wish it was 8 o'clock. I wish it was 8 o'clock and I had all my stuff out and priced so I could sell. We've sold a whole table where I could sell 3 more tables. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to vote on Ernest Rogers' offer, okay? He's offered $100 for 2 of the last religious knives. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open it up for democracy. If you say yes, that's voting for me to sell those 2 knives to Ernest for $100. If you say no, that means you're voting no for me to sell these 2 knives to Ernest for $100. And let's open up the polls. He says it's for charity. Both knives for $100. The polls are open. Yes or no, should I strike the deal of Ernest? We'll see how many people's actually paying attention. I got 64. No, there's 64 watching. There's 16 on Facebook and 37 on YouTube, it says. I don't know how accurate that is. I think there's honestly about 5 people watching. So we have 1 vote for yes. All right. Right now, nothing's coming on YouTube. Right now, it's 1 vote of yes. All right, 2 votes for yes. Ernest voted for himself, which you can do. Justin's abstaining. So we have 2-0-1. Nice for kids. Yeah, Jeff H. said yes. 3-0-1. A 4-0-1. This is going to be hard to... A 5-0, a 6-0-1, a 7, 1 come through on YouTube, 7-0-1. All right, it's a blowout. It's a blowout. This is like the Reagan map. This looks like the Reagan map from 84, I think. It's just all it was a blowout, or Richard Nixon in 72. Yeah, this looks like this is a sweep. This is the Richard Nixon. I think it's not. Is it the 72 map? What map is it? 72. Let's see here. U.S. President's election, 1972. I think it's 72. Yeah, look at this map. Ernest, this is a representation of your what just happened. Electoral College, 520 to 17. 520 to 17. That's what just happened. And there was 1 abstain, and that's the equivalent of George McGovern winning Massachusetts. Look at that map. We'll probably never see that again. Electoral College, 520 to 17. Now, that was a massacre. And then I think the next closest one was Reagan. Was it the 84 election? Yeah, 84. Reagan won 525. That was even worse. 525 to 13. Mondale won his state of Minnesota. One state to 59. And DC, of course. There's your U.S. history for the night. Those were the last 2 blowout elections. I think the next ones you got to go back to Roosevelt. I think you got to go back to Roosevelt in 40. There's your U.S. history. I unmuted my mic. I can't remember. Let's see. It would have been 42. I think 1942. They might not even held an election that year. Possibly. No, that would have been an off year. 44. No, it wasn't that close. I forgot which one it was. 38. Can't remember. I need to go back to school. Yeah, what was that? Let's see here. How I get back to where I was? There we go. 36, 64, 60, 56, 52, 40, 36. Yo, 36. Yeah. Alf Landon. Alf Landon didn't do too good. Yeah, Roosevelt beat him 523-8 in the Electoral College. That was a big one. Yeah, that was. That's the last 3 in U.S. history that were like beyond landslides. Those were massacres. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. We're done with U.S. history. We're done also with selling stuff for tonight. I want to thank everybody again for joining. We had a great night. That last couple sales from Ernest and Oso and everybody else. Anybody else on any final offers? Any final offers? Now's the time. If not, I'm going to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the night. I need to do a lot. Boy, it's pouring rain outside. We're going to be open for me to come by. We will be open on Wednesday. We'll reopen on Wednesday. It will probably be ready by then. I don't know Tanner's schedule. 2 weeks ago, we sold so much, it took him, he was still working on all this stuff on Thursday. I hope G or him can come in tomorrow and do all this tomorrow so y'all can start getting invoices. Because I also need to know how much we sold to do this week's totals. Hopefully he can. And then he'll be ready for pickup on Wednesday. Because sometimes he'll go ahead and invoice it, but he'll just like push it all to the back, and then he'll sort it and bag it for pickup by Wednesday when we open. So, with that being said, I'm about to sign off. Make sure no last comments come in. Yeah, Wednesday at 10. I mean, we'll be around, but you know how it is when we're closed. It's kind of, I never know if it's going to be ready. I just tell people Wednesday. That way I know we're open. People can come in. Sometimes we start tearing the store apart and it's a mess, and yours is always hard to find. I know. Yeah, my mom had some trouble Saturday finding people's stuff too. It's because we're very unorganized and we don't have enough space here. Let me rephrase that. We're pretty organized. We just don't have enough space here. We've outgrown this building 3 times over, but we're still managing. We had to buy it because it was going up for sale a few years ago, but man, we need a major operation center. We just don't have enough space. No space here. But with that being said, hopefully after we reorganize the back, so we're about to essentially close off the back part of the store. We're putting up sliding doors, and the back part of the store after December 31st will be closed to the public. Just the front part open, which will be good for everybody because we can get everything packed up here in one confined space. It'll probably appear and look like we have more stuff because it will, because we'll have it all packed up here, and it will be much better looking. And in the back, we'll have all this space to operate out of. So, pictures and videos coming soon. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll be back tomorrow to do records at 7 o'clock. I knew I'd probably be on here till midnight, and I have been. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for records at 7, and we have fantastic stuff. Thank you.